because it's been raining. It's been raining from the west side all the way here to the east side, and so it is currently drizzling. You see a lot of people here. It's supposed to be a sold-out crowd. It is very sparse right now, but a lot of people with their ponchos on, as umbrellas are not allowed. And so it is going to be rainy. It is expected to be a little wet. What that does to a run game or to a wet football when you try to throw it, we'll find out here momentarily.
And then I think, too, they actually prepared for this in the sense there's a little cold front sweeping through. Here in the islands, expected rain will be through the 8 o'clock hour here tonight. We're going to have off and on sprinkles here at TC Ching. So in preparation for that, John, what they did was they left all the footballs out. So they let the rain kind of just get to them on the practice balls at least. And they said Micah and the rest of the quarterbacks, they have to throw that wet ball. Receivers had to get used to it as well. So they're expecting some weather conditions, the rain as well.
Let's unlock today's keys to victory, brought to you by the Hawaii Ford dealers. Mark, on offense, it's protect Micah Alejado. You have an offensive line that has done really well in the last couple of games, allowing them to be touched very, very little, if at all. This is one of my keys. How about you?
I would say you got to look where Trey White is on the field. That is someone you're going to have to keep a big eye on. 12 sacks. Last year, he has 6. This year, he is an NFL prospect. He is a lot to handle at the defensive end position. Yet, Hawaii, what they are going to want to do is attack the secondary, because the secondary has not been tested this season, and that's something we're going to look for. And at some point, John, they're going to have to test the run game. Now, with that being said, San Diego State's run game is one of the best in the country. So Hawaii's going to have to find ways to be creative offensively here tonight to get the victory over San Diego State.
Absolutely. Lucky Sutton has done some wonderful things. He's got 154 carries and 820 yards and 8 touchdowns.
And I also want to mention this on the defensive side. You know, talking to Coach Dennis right before the game, I asked him, he said a lot of the things last week, they got caught in a lot of positional matchups where they didn't feel comfortable with because of the tempo in which San Jose State played last week. So with that being said, it's just finding the personnel in the right time and making sure that they're making the calls at the right time against this offense in San Diego State. So being on point.
Being on point? Go ahead.
No, that's it. Being on point with their substitutions is going to be key, too.
And Coach Timmy Chang mentioned this during the show this week at the Timmy Chang Show at Ruby Tuesday, Moanalua on Wednesday. We asked him the hard questions. We asked him, why the timeout late in the game? He said, simply, they had 12 guys on the field. They needed to call the timeout. It was a huge mistake, and they accepted it. It was one question that we asked. On one of the other questions was, why no sense of urgency? They got to get to the line of scrimmage. And he said that is their fault, that they want them to hurry up, but there was some confusion whether it's getting the play call in or getting other things done. They needed to do that. The football team is about ready to come out onto the field. The torch is lit. San Diego State wearing their red helmets and white jerseys, white pants. Hawaii, Mark, coming out in all black.
By the way, the first time in San Diego State, if I believe in the last 20 to 25 years, that they are supporting the all-whites this season. They have not traditionally had the all-whites. They'd have the black bottoms, but tonight, Hawaii in the mission mindset in military night, coming out in their all blacks and also having the sticker, the 442nd Regiment sticker as well.
And the coaches will be wearing shirts that represent that as well. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Hawaii Football on the Rainbow Warrior Network, driven by BMW of Honolulu.
Your official radio home of University of Hawaii Sports is ESPN Honolulu, KKEA Honolulu, 1420 AM and 92.7 FM.
Mark, starting lineups are going to be very similar to what we saw last week. Guys have been dinged up. They'll have a bye week next week, so I would imagine everybody's ready to play and ready to get out there. And how could you not against the number one team in the conference? But it's supposed to look like this. One thing for certain, Mike Alejado's at the helm. Landon Sims, Cam Barfield. You've got Christian Vaughn, who played a lot last week. He was in the mix last week. He's not the best blocker, but he's a guy who's got some shiftiness to him and can give Landon and Cam a nice rest. Jackson Harris, Mark, he's had 6 touchdowns, most recently 7 altogether, and he's very close. Now he's had 601 yards receiving. He is definitely a well-known threat for Hawaii's offense.
Yeah, 4 straight 100-yard games this season in the last 4 games, and then looking to make it 5. And he gave me the little wink, John, here tonight. He's like, I'm looking for number 5. And I think that's going to be big up front, with the guys pretty much the same, Johnny. And I think, again, giving Micah some time and protection, play, downhill, play fast offensively, I think is going to be a big thing for them.
Expect to see Nick Cynical, Pufele Ashlock, and Carson Papuno, although Brandon White is healthy. He's back from his concussion protocol from a couple of weeks ago. Tama Uliata, Blaise Kamoku, Kainoa Carvalho, Nick Delgadillo, they're all in the mix. And so Koa Eldridge also. I'm understanding that Max Ware is likely not. He was
suited up, John.
Okay,
he was on the field, so I saw him. Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, so there's we've got a bunch of guys that can do the job. It's a matter of whether you can get to them or not. And that's the key tonight, is to be able to get the football out, give Micah some protection, and get the ball out where you need to get it. I'm going to say this, as I've been saying all year long. I think the key for this offense is to continue to take what they give you. It doesn't mean forcing the ball into an open area. Let your guys run into the open area, and then you take a deep shot every once in a while with Jackson Harris or Brandon White.
And I think the lulls too in the offense too. I mean, you come out, guns blazing, and then all of a sudden, the offense in that second quarter against San Jose State kind of just got caught in mud, and. I wanted to point this out, John. For the first time here this season, Micah Alejado is going to be one of the named captains. So I don't know if that's in something recent that's happened, but he is one of the team captains out there tonight.
It's good to see. He's definitely deserving as much as he's produced for this team. In fact, we did give you the starting lineups. We'll give you more momentarily, but it is brought to you by Enjoy Snacks. It's time to enjoy life. Let's head down to the field for the coin toss. Just waiting for the ref to flip on his mic, and there could be some issues with that as the rain has been pouring down here in Manoa if you're coming from the west side. There we go. Let's listen in.
Gentlemen, welcome to a great game tonight. Tonight we have honorary captains Melody Piper and Daniel Chung from Hawaiian Airlines. I'm Cal McNeil, your referee. This is John Schindler, your umpire. San Diego, as the visitors, you have the honor of the toss. I have tails and I have heads. What's your call?
Tails.
He called tails correctly. Let it hit the ground. Oh, watch it. And it's heads. You've won the toss and you'd like to defer. Marchand, you'd like to receive? Which end would you like to kick? You like to kick going this way?
No, going this way.
Perfect. If you change sides.
That was Peter Manuma making sure that the referee knew exactly which direction they wanted to kick. And so that is going from left to right. It is to Mauka. And so Hawaii is going to kick. They won the toss. They deferred. And it is coming down right now, Marco.
And it's going to be like this, as I mentioned. You're going to have this rain. It's going to be consistent here through the 8 o'clock hour. Just kind of looking at it, you're going to have these slight drizzles. And just kind of being the weather geek that I am, I'm kind of checking out the radar. And I would say this is what you're going to be expecting the next about hour to 2 hours.
It's Military Appreciation Night here at TC Ching Complex, and we want to send a shout out to all of those that have served, that continue to serve, or that have served in the past. Thank you so much. There are a bunch of guys wearing jerseys that have camo on tonight, and so that'll be a much needed presence here in the stadium to add the military presence and let them have some fun in the sold-out crowd. Also, a shout-out to our Pops here in the booth. Thank you for your service. He's got a nice lay-on from Mark, and we want to send a shout-out to him. He wanted to come down and check it out here at TC Ching Complex. He's been on the road with us a couple of times, and so he has been a lucky charm for us, and we're hoping that that's the case again tonight.
I hope so. Well, I hope this defense comes out firing, John, to start this game, man. I really hope that they come locked in, ready to rock and roll. We want to see how this kickoff comes. You'll see guys flying around. And let's go Bows here tonight.
Last meeting in October of last year was decided by a field goal against these two teams. Do we get some Manoa magic tonight against the number one team in the conference? We're just moments away from finding out. It'll be Caldwell Jr. and Napier back to receive the kickoff, which has been brought to you by and delivered by HGEA. Hawaii works better than when we do. It'll be Kansei Matsuzawa on to make the kick. Hawaii's 10th game of the season and Military Appreciation Night is officially underway. Kansei's kick is going to go down to the 5-yard line in the coffin corner, but will be brought out by Napier. He's dangerous. He gets to the sideline and out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. That is good coverage by the Rainbow Warriors. So out comes what has been a potent offense. The only loss of the season for the San Diego State Aztecs is to Washington State. They have had 3 shutouts.
That leads the country, by the way.
First down and 10 from the 20 after a 17-yard return. I love the music. Bad boys, bad boys. So here goes Lucky Sutton and Jaden Denegal. Man in motion. It'll be a handoff to Sutton up the middle and immediately met at the line of scrimmage. You can thank Jemiah Otis and crew for a good stop there. Peter Manuma also in the mix.
Yeah, good job defensively. They go with that fly motion. They go with that quick trap up the middle. But Hawaii's defense starting out hungry and making sure they wrap them up for no gain.
Back up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 on the 21. 2 receivers left, single receiver right for Denegal. He's got Sutton to his left in the backfield.
I see what they're doing, by the way. They're trying to go with that count that San Jose State got them last week, and Hawaii discipline up front.
Yeah, they did shift the receivers in just a bit. Hawaii looking like they're bringing it. They're bringing 4. Denegal dropping back, looking left. Denegal now rolling right. He's in pressure. He's looking to the sideline. He's going to run it himself. Only gain about 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, back end coverage. Good job by Hawaii's back end. Doing a nice job not selling off on that double move. Both receivers to the field side, to our side. Go with the double move, a little slant and go. We were prepared for it, and they got to scramble out of the pocket. Brings up a big 3rd down early in the game.
3rd and 8 on the 22. The Aztecs bring out a tightly packed pair of receivers to the left, a single receiver right. Sutton is in motion. Check that. That is not Sutton. That is Napier in motion. He goes to the slot position. Sutton in the backfield. Denegal dropping back. Looking left. Looking over the middle. He's under pressure. He finally gets it off and he throws it out of bounds. But credit Hawaii for an immense amount of pressure in the backfield.
Yeah, Dejon Benton, they actually ran a little twist, John, where you had Jamar Sekona and Lester Longo-Fuaina going on a twist. Same on the other side. And Dejon Benton comes in and just as he normally does every single week, causes havoc and does a nice job and a quick 3 and out for the Aztecs.
Tama Uliata standing on the 35 waiting for the punt. Hunter Green set to kick this one off. He's standing on his own 6-yard line. It's 4th and 8 on the 22, and that's a nice punt. Wow. It's going to send Uliata all the way back to his 16. Here he comes. It's going to take it to the left sideline and met at the 25. That's a good start. They're going to mark it at the 26, I believe.
And I'll tell you what, John, from receiving, Tama Uliata is such a good, you don't know how invaluable that can be for a team when you have a guy like that who can receive a kick, receive a punt like that, and Tama Uliata, and it's raining, catches it, and a +10 on the return, so they get it out to the 25-yard line.
San Diego State's defense is on the field, looking like they're ready to roll. Here comes Hawaii. It'll be Landon Sims starting in the backfield, and it is Brandon White, not Carson Papunu. So here comes Micah Alejado. They'll break the huddle, send the guys out. Harris and Ashlock, Senecal and White, 2 receivers either side. 1st and 10 from the 25, 62-yard punt. Here comes Hawaii. Alejado dropping straight back, looking left, under pressure, and he goes down in the backfield. And start the game with a sack.
Oh, that's a delayed pressure from the middle linebackers. They just came, and nobody accounted for them, and they just came in a hurry.
And the guy who has 72 tackles coming into this game, Owen Chambliss, getting in the backfield.
And then that's a 10-yard loss in a hurry.
2nd and 20 from the 15 now. 2 receivers either side. They'll start all over again. Here comes the pressure. Alejado's got to step up. He's rolling left, dumps it off. He's got a guy, and that's a great pass to the 30, and it'll be a pickup of about 5, or check that, let's say 15, because Pafeli Ashlock is at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be. This is the kind of night that it might be, Johnny, where you're going to have Micah Alejado create some opportunities for him. He picks up 15, nice job, and it brings up 3rd and 5.
From the 30-yard line. Alejado now trips right, single receiver left. He's going to drop it straight back. Looking, he's got it picked off. It's picked off. It was intended for Brandon White and immediately picked off, and this is great field position for San Diego State, Mark. They read it perfectly.
Yeah, Micah just he sat on it. He looked at it. It was McEwen who was the man who picked off the football, and he sat on that post curl route that Hawaii likes to run. And I don't think Micah, there was a little slip there. Brandon White actually slipped, and that allowed McEwen to come up with the interception.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Aztecs on the Hawaii 25-yard line. Not a great start for the Hawaii offense. In fact, it started with a sack. They were backed up. They got a 15-yard pass and now a pickoff. And so the Aztecs looking to capitalize. Can Hawaii's defense hold him here with such short field position just outside the red zone? Sutton goes right side, and he's met hard. He'll gain about 2, but not before being hit by about 3 black jerseys.
Yeah, the poet was in there first. And when I say the poet, Dejan Benton, if you got a chance to watch our Timmy Chang show, he is a great student. He actually loves poetry. So he's in the backfield and gets the tackle for only 2.
2nd down and 8 from the 23 of Hawaii. Here come the Aztecs. 2 receivers right and an H-back right. Single receiver left. Now they'll make another change. They're calling an audible. Receivers are moving in a little bit closer than they were originally lined up. And you've got the H-back backed up now. So the lineup is the same. Sutton in the backfield to the left. It'll be a handoff. No. Denegal pulls it. He's in pressure, and he will gain nothing. Forced out of bounds by Jalen Smith. Denegal running for his life.
Yeah, the great job by Jalen Smith. They go RPO, and they use that H-back to come on the motion to kick out the end. So Jalen Smith is on an island by himself with the quarterback, but he keeps outside contained. John does a nice job and makes sure it's actually a loss of a yard. It brings up 3rd and 9.
From the 24 of Hawaii, trips right. It's Sutton and Denegal in the shotgun. Denegal dropping back now, rolling right. He's looking downfield. Does he have anybody? Now under pressure, he'll dump it off to Sutton, and I don't think he caught it.
Yeah, he actually bobbles it out of the back of the, about right by the 1st down marker. He bobbles it, and Sutton can't come up with the catch, and Hawaii's defense holds here, forcing a field goal for San Diego State.
That brings up 4th and 9 from the 24. Gabriel Placencia is 14 of 15 this year, and a school record. He's got a 46-yarder. He's long from 46, but he's got a career high 31 of 33, and that's best in the FBS.
Yeah, he's about to hook it right here for a miss.
Here we go. He's on the left hash. It's a 24. It's a 42-yarder. His kick is up, and it is right down the middle. Aztecs take the 3-0 lead, 10:47 left to play in the first quarter. You're listening to Hawaii Football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
This football season, stay cool and go green with Melona Ice Cream. ESPN Honolulu is teaming up with Melona Ice Cream Bars to bring the flavor to every UH football tailgate. Come by our tailgate tent and beat the heat with free Melona giveaways. Available at Costco, Foodland, Safeway, and 7-Eleven stores. Go green with Melona. It's the coolest way to cheer on the Bows.
Aloha, Bows fans. This is Tim Palms, General Manager of BMW of Honolulu. The best way to get to the game this fall is behind the wheel of a brand new BMW SUV. You can lease our best-selling X3 for only $599 a month, or experience the luxury and utility of the class-leading X5. We have promotions and savings on all in-stock and incoming BMWs. Let's cheer on the Bows this season from the driver's seat. I can't wait to see you at the game. BMW of Honolulu, the ultimate driving machine.
Can't make it to the game? No worries. Catch every UH home game at 850 Craft Beer and Whiskey Bar at Leeward Bowl in the Pearl City Shopping Center. Prize giveaways, Heineken buckets on special, and the best seats in the house, no matter where you sit. With plenty of TVs, plus our giant video wall. So grab your friends, wear your green, and cheer on the Bows at 850's, where every game feels like the front row. 850 Craft Beer and Whiskey Bar at Leeward Bowl. Go Bows!
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network. Brought to you by Outrigger Hotels and Resorts.
On Mark Veneri here at Clarence DC Ching Complex on Military Appreciation Night, and not a whole lot appreciating what they just saw. It was a pick, a sack, and one completed pass in Hawaii's first offensive series, and that led to after the pick, it led to a 42-yard field goal by Gabriel Placencia. And Mark, it's a pretty fast defense.
I mean, they jump out on the screen to you. I mean, you know, seeing it live, you know, seeing it on TV is one thing, and then you see it live, man, can they move? They can boogie. Now, with that being known, if they're going to show the pressure, Hawaii's going to have to get the ball out quick. You're going to have to see some screen games, and you're going to just have to, if you're Micah Alejado, John, I think you're going to have to be mentally aware that you're going to have to be moving your feet here tonight.
I think everybody needs to be aware that the ball is coming out quick. You don't have time to keep running downfield and look late. They're going to have to get into open spaces very quickly. Kickoff on its way. Cam Barfield is standing on the one. He'll fair catch it midway through the end zone. So it'll be Hawaii's football first and 10 from the 25-yard line.
Just some of the creativity, especially on that sack, John. They slanted everybody to the right, and then they twisted their outside backer to come all the way the other way to come in for that sack, and that sack was Owen Chambliss, who's one of the best linebackers in the country. So, again, Hawaii needs to regroup here. Defensively, 2 3 and outs. You get a field goal, and now let's regroup and get things on the move here if your offense for your offense in Hawaii.
Ball on the left hash, 2 receivers either side. It'll be Cam Barfield now, and he'll go in motion. Alejado dropping back. Alejado under pressure. He's going to get hit again. Another sack for the Aztecs to start the Warrior defense, and guess who? Owen Chambliss again.
And they're just so quick. I mean, Hawaii's got to settle down and get that ball out. The stunts, John. It's the stunts up front. Well, because the stunts, he's delaying his pressure, and then he's coming up the middle, and Hawaii's not accounting for it. So that's another 13-yard loss and a sack.
Brings up 2nd down and 23. Hawaii needs to figure this out. They're on their own 12. They'll go trips right, single man left. Barfield in the backfield. Delayed handoff to Barfield. He'll pick up a few before being hit. It'll go down at about the 18-yard line. So possibly a pickup of 5. Not a whole lot getting back after that sack by Chambliss.
And it's going to be a chess game here moving forward. Now we know Hawaii's defense has come ready to play. Now Hawaii's offense will need to ramp up the speed to get things going. But, John, it is going to be how can Hawaii adjust things up on the front and get things going and getting a rhythm offensively in the pass game.
Pickup of 6 brings up 3rd and 17 from the Hawaii 18. Ball just inside the left hash, 2 receivers either side. Cynical in motion from left to right. Alejado dropping back. Alejado launches one to the left sideline. I don't know how there's no flag. It looked as though and now a late flag. I'm not sure how that came out. There must be a lot of talking. I think this is going to go against the defense. Not a pass interference, but an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, the thing was, if you look on the replay here, John, Jackson Harris, they look for that back shoulder fade.
Result of the play is an incomplete pass. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 0, taunting of the defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
Well, we'll take that because you should have had a holding. But then you taunt him and stand over him, which you cannot do, and Phillips the corner, and that's going to be 15, and Hawaii gets a first down out of it.
Just excited that he was going up against one of the top receivers in the conference in Jackson Harris. They'll get a chance to do it again. 1st and 10 on the 33, handoff, Sims, left side, he'll pick up 1. Gets immediately wrapped up as he crosses the line of scrimmage.
This is a different defense. They are quick, fast, and they just scrape down the line of scrimmage in a hurry. And Hawaii going tempo here to kind of get them off balance just a tad.
3rd in the nation in total defense. Here they come. Alejado looking, quick pass out to White on the right sideline. White, he breaks it free, breaks it back open. He's to the 40, the 35, and finally brought down. Huge pickup by the Rainbow Warrior offense.
And that's what they're going to have to do, Johnny, because when you have that single coverage and you got the blitz, the 0 coverage over the top, meaning man coverage, Alejado finds the quick game on the outside, and Brandon White does the rest. And a Hawaii first down fueled by Hele Gas. Hele on.
makes McEwen miss. That makes it 1st and 10 from the Aztecs 34. White again jukes a guy right out of his shorts, picks up 9.
And
they're going to say 11. He's got another first.
And I absolutely love that because, John, it's again single coverage on the outside. Brandon White, it's man-to-man, and he comes up to the hitch. He gets down, makes a move, and picks up a Rainbow Warrior first down.
We talked about how fast the defense is. They cannot figure out how to catch Brandon White, who now is replaced by Carson Papunu, but Hawaii is on the 23 of the Aztecs. Handoff, Landon Sims finds a seam left side. He'll get a couple very close to the red zone.
And John, they're going to have to keep them honest with that run game. And just a little pound. You get that 3-4 yards. I'm okay with that. They're going to give him 2, actually. I thought he got more. Landon Sims,
let's just say it's a long 2.
He's close to the red zone.
Cam Barfield and Landon Sims now being brought in. Tauefa into the game. He'll go in motion from left to right. 2 running backs in the backfield. Tauefa stops at the H-back. Sims in motion. Handoff, Barfield right side. He's got some room to run. To the 15, the 10. Finally knocked down inside the 10. Call it the 9.
Oh, beautiful design there. They use, on the motion, they use Landon Sims, and then he's the kickout block, and they go outside zone to the right. And the Rainbow Warriors have found prime real estate and are in the red zone. Brought to you by Taniguchi and Associates of Keller Williams, Honolulu.
12-yard pickup makes it 1st and goal from the 9. Ball on the right hash. 2 receivers either side. What do the Warriors draw up? Landon Sims in the pistol behind Alejado, who's in the shotgun, now moves to his left. Alejado, quick drop. Throws to the end zone. Jackson Harris, does he got it? They're going to wait. They're going to wait. And they call it a touchdown. Jackson Harris in the left corner. He hauls it in. They're going to look at it. They're going to wait and see if this actually does. And they're saying yes. You can hear the crowd. A 9-yard TD strike to Jackson Harris.
Over the shoulder catch. The foot is in, and that's to the Halle for the touchdown. Jackson Harris in the back corner. What a throw by Micah Alejado for the touchdown. Is that touchdown brought to you by BMW Honolulu, the ultimate driving machine. And Johnny, what a response from Micah Alejado after the interception. Drives the Rainbow Warriors down the field, gets the touchdown pass to the number 1 receiver in conference, Jackson Harris.
And let's talk about, with the rain coming down, the touch pass from Alejado. It was perfect. That brings on Kansei Matsuzawa for the PAT. Speaking of perfect, his kick is up, and it's good.
That extra point brought to you by Dial Electric Supply. They see the light, donating $100 to UH Athletics.
Hawaii gains the lead, 7-3, 6:37 left to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break here in the booth. This is Hawaii Football on Rainbow Warrior Network.
It's Rainbow Warrior football season, and thanks to Hele, you're getting a quarterback. Per gallon, that is. Save 25 cents per gallon on fuel every day when you download the Hele app. That's right. Save 25 cents per gallon every day with the Hele app. Plus, you can use your Hele Kama'aina reward points to fuel your tank. Or grab a Spam Musubi to fuel up before the tailgate. So next time you head out to support the Bows, fuel up and save at Hele. Download the app to redeem.
Hele on!
Hey, what are you snacking on?
We love Hawaii.
I know, the beautiful weather, beaches, and mountains. What are you eating?
We love Hawaii.
Oh yeah, the people are wonderful. Hanging with family and friends is the best. What are you munching on?
We love Hawaii.
Wait, is that the Big Island?
Yup, we love Hawaii.
Introducing We Love Hawaii Holiday Mix from Enjoy Snacks. 7 custom shapes inspired by the place we call home. Available now at your local retailer.
It's time to enjoy life. It's time for Enjoy Snacks.
Uh-oh, roof's leaking. Bree, we need cash fast.
Easy, sell your hot rod.
Nah.
Hit the jackpot?
Get serious.
Okay, time for a HELOC.
Get a super low HELOC rate at Hawaii State Federal Credit Union. Apply today. Visit hawaiistatefcu.com for details about membership. Hawaii State Federal Credit Union. Always right by you. Hawaii residents only. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network, driven by BMW of Honolulu.
John and Mark Veneri here at Clarence TC Ching Complex. 6:37 left to play in the first quarter, and Hawaii took the 7-3 lead after the 9-yard touchdown pass from Alejado to Jackson Harris in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, 9 plays, 75 yards, 4 minutes and change. And after Alejado throws the interception, bounces back with a touchdown pass, is that scoring drive brought to you by M. Dyer Global, always on the move.
Good stuff.
Talk about facing adversity, Johnny.
I always say John and Mark Maneri in the booth, but we've got a whole crew of guys that actually make things happen here. You'll have Josh and Arnold here at halftime. They had the pregame. And, of course, Gary Dickman always welcoming your phone calls during the fans' voice.
Oh, that turf. I mean, someone went down.
Yeah, somebody got hit pretty good there in the corner. That's okay. They got hit by Jackson Harris on a touchdown. They have that forever to be able to talk about. Kanzi Matsuzawa lining up to kick. It's coming down again. And so is his kickoff. 5 yards deep into the end zone. They ain't bringing it out. Hawaii Football on the Rainbow Warrior Network is brought to you by HCAM, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com.
And I was going to say, John, by the way, I want to clarify this. I said Jackson Harris, one of the tops in the conference. In my eyes and opinion, I think he's one of the best, if not the best receiver in conference.
I mean, you got to talk about him in the top, top 3, top 5.
I mean, he constantly makes big plays. I think that's a touchdown in each of the last 5 games already for him.
He's had 6 touchdowns in his last 4 games, and so he's definitely producing. 7 touchdowns altogether. It's 4 straight 100-yard games. So the Aztecs, and actually the crowd is filled in pretty good here, where while folks can just listen to it or watch it live on television, they decided they're going to come in and brave the rain. First and 10 from the 30. Left hash, 2 receivers either side. It'll be a fake handoff by Denegal, who's looking over the middle, and that one is knocked away and very close to being picked off. It was intended for Nathan Acevedo.
Yeah, I was talking to Dennis Thurman before the game, John. He said this week there was very tough conversations in the locker room with the back end of the secondary. As you can imagine, they have come out here on lock so far in the last 3 drives, and that was Devin King on the pass breakup.
Letting up 630 yards against San Jose State last week. Handoff, Sutton goes up the middle. Sutton still trying to spin off of it, but he is met brutally by about 5 jerseys in the black color.
And something that I'm seeing early, John, is that I'm not seeing the defensive front rotating as Jalen Smith makes a tackle. Remember, we constantly see the rotation up front. Hawaii has decided more, except here on 3rd down, they bring in their speed rush. And another 3rd down for the Rainbow Warriors here early in the game.
It was only a 1-yard pickup. It's 3rd and 9 from the 31. What did the defense drop here? 2 receivers either side for Denegal. He's got Sutton to his right in the shotgun. He's got the snap. He fakes the handoff. He drops back. He's under pressure, and down he goes. Jackie Johnson.
We said it at the same time, the dog. Let's go.
That is a big sack for Hawaii's defense that's going to knock the Aztecs all the way back to the 20. It'll be 4th down and forever, and here comes the punt team.
Man, Jackie Johnson, his low center of gravity just allows him to get under the pad level of the offensive tackle, and he comes screaming downhill for the sack, and that's a loss of 11 yards as well.
Brings up 4th and 20 from the 20, and a penalty flag goes down. This is going to back them up another 5.
False start, number 9, offense.
And I'll tell you what, John, the crowd, I would say, now the sellout is you're kind of seeing it now. Maybe not quite the people who are braving the rain, but you got guys on the track, but this crowd is getting a little bit louder as we go.
4th and 25 now from their own 15. The Aztecs ready to send this one down the field. Uliata, oh man, another nice punt. It's going to back Uliata up all the way to the 26. Now here he comes to the right side. He's got to beat 2 guys, but he's going to get it to the 31. A decent return, but he's got the catch. That's the main thing. Timeout on the field, 4:58 left to play in the first quarter. Hawaii with the football and the lead, 7-3 when we come back on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Battery Bill. Battery Bill. For cameras, computers, cars, or scooters. For trucks, boats, jet skis, remotes. Battery Bill. Battery Bill. Wheelchairs, special orders, motorcycles, camcorders, rechargers, converters, power inverters, for work, for home, power tools, cell phones, Battery Bill. Battery Bill.
Aloha from Waiakea. As a proud corporate sponsor of University of Hawaii Athletics, we're committed to keeping our athletes and fans hydrated with delicious volcanic water straight from the Big Island. Rooted in Hawaiian values, we believe in honoring the Aina, land, supporting our community, and living with aloha in everything we do. You can find us at most stores across the islands or learn more at waiakea.com. Live aloha, drink Waiakea.
In Hawaii, how we move says everything about who we are, and that's why we move in a Ford. With the strength and power of F-150, we carry what matters most. We find our own path in the Bronco and Bronco Sport with available GOAT modes that go over any terrain. In the off-road ready Ranger, we never fail to hold our own. And with Maverick's standard hybrid engine, we take on anything from gridlock to mountaintops. That's the island way. Find your Ford truck or SUV today at your Hawaii Ford dealers.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network. Brought to you by Hawaii State Federal Credit Union. Always right by you.
John and Mark Veneri here at Clarence T.C. Ching Complex. Mark, where Hawaii's defense is playing just as well as what we saw from the Aztecs.
I'm laughing because of the conversation that I heard earlier with Dennis Thurman. He said there was tough conversations in the locker room this week.
What do you think that means?
I can't say it on the radio, that's for sure.
Well, we'll leave it to your imagination then. Hawaii Football on the Rainbow Warrior Network is brought to you by the Hawaii Building and Construction Trades Council, building a better tomorrow. 1st and 10 for Hawaii, who's huddled up on the field.
By the way, it's good to have Kip and Capella back. Like we kind of missed them, you know what I mean? Like, right, Johnny?
Absolutely,
I missed them, you know?
It's a 62-yard punt the first time, 59-yard punt this time. It's 1st and 10 from Hawaii's 30. Ball on the right hash, 2 receivers either side. Alejado, quick drop, throws it out to the sideline. He's got Nick Senecal on a short pass, gain of about 3.
Okay, so now that things have settled in here, the Aztecs are saying, we're going to give you everything underneath. We're going to say, we're going to give you the short stuff. We're not going to get beat over the top. And if Hawaii recognizes that, they can chip away at this defense.
They're saying it's 2. It's a long 2. They'll go again. Quick pass to the left side. Very well covered, but it's caught by Pofele Ashlock, who put himself between the ball and the defender. Exactly what you need to do.
And see, wow, that spot was a little bit. Yeah, I'm not in favor of that spot.
I'm not liking it either, to be honest. They're saying that was a pickup of 4, brings up 3rd and 4 from the 36-yard line. So this makes it an interesting 3rd down. Ball just inside the left hash. Trips receivers right, single receiver left. That's Jackson Harris. He's not too far out to the sideline. Now Pofele Ashlock will move out left, making it split receivers. Landon Sims in the backfield to the left of Alejado, who drops back. Alejado looking left, fires down the left sideline. Caught by Jackson Harris. Not only a 1st down, but they've crossed over midfield to the 47.
Now, I got to look at this, John, and I hope Hawaii can go tempo because he got hit as he caught, and I want to see if he got in bounds on this one, John.
Well, we know he's dinged up a little bit. He's definitely got it.
Yeah, he's got it.
He's got 2
that's
feet.
A catch.
But he took a shot right in his hip, and he immediately goes off to the sideline. Now trips right, single receiver left. It's 1st and 10, handoff Barfield. Barfield finds a small seam and a push, and he's still going. It's a scrum. He's to the 40, and still no whistle. But they'll say he's got it to around the 40. That's a pickup of about 6 yards. We'll see where they spot this. His forward progress. Jackson Harris had that 18-yard catch to give Hawaii the 1st down, and now the run by Barfield as the rain comes down a little bit harder. It's 2nd and 5 on the 41. 2 receivers either side, Barfield in motion. Alejado drops back, looking downfield, fires. He's got a receiver, but Carson Papunu allows this one to come inside his hands and off his shoulder pads, and you can't do that when it's storming like this.
He tried to body that one, John. I mean, that's a difficult because the rain's coming down. You do want to catch with your body just a tad and cradle it at the same time, but Papunu should have had that one for the 1st down.
I think he immediately knows, too, that he made the mistake of allowing that one to come in. You got to go out and get it. 3rd down and 5 from the 41 of the Aztecs. If it keeps raining like this, it's going to be hard to see the field. trips right, single receiver left. Sims, handoff. Sims goes left side, finds a seam. He's still going. He's got the first down, and he's down at the 34-yard line. Landon Sims just keeps trucking, and he takes a couple guys with him.
Yeah, that's a great job and the extra effort from Landon Sims. And that allows him to pick up the first down and the extra push from the offensive line. And Hawaii moves the chains yet again.
7-yard gain brings up 1st and 10 on the Aztecs' 34-yard line. Trips right, single receiver left. Sims to the right of Alejado. Fakes the handoff, looks left. Jackson Harris, he's going to catch this one at the 2 and into the end zone for the touchdown. Call that number 2 for Jackson Harris, who puts Hawaii up 13-3.
That's a little hitch and go action. The double move, 34 yards to the Hale as Jackson Harris put a move on that cornerback, and Micah Alejado delivers the strike into the end zone, and Hawaii puts another touchdown with Jackson Harris. That touchdown brought to you by BMW of Honolulu, the ultimate driving machine.
By the way, the defensive back was Bryce Phillips, who earlier in the game stood over him and got a penalty because he said that he had beat him, and this time he's been beaten for 2 touchdowns. So 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first quarter, and Hawaii takes the 14-3 lead as Kansei Matsuzawa puts in the PAT.
That extra point brought to you by Dial Electric Supply. They see the light, donating $100 to UH Athletics.
John, so Mark, 34-yard touchdown to Jackson Harris, his second already in this game, gives Hawaii the 14-3 lead, and the drive was pretty impressive.
7 plays, 70 yards, 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Hawaii on the move. Brought to you by M. Dyer Global, always on the move. And Jackson Harris has been on the move all season long as this guy just continues to impress in the receiving corps. And John, going back to it, it was a beautiful double move by Jackson Harris. He did a little stutter on the hitch, and then he just gave him a move, and Micah Alejado put it where only he could make that catch. And another touchdown. And now Alejado, after that interception, John, 8 of 11, 125 yards here with 2 minutes and 14 seconds, 2 touchdown passes also to Jackson Harris.
He keeps scoring like that, and the rain becomes more of a blessing instead of a distraction.
And I will tell you this, that total yards, that's no joke, John. What is the total yards right there?
Right, Hawaii's got 135 yards of total offense to Aztecs -7. Kickoff to the goal line, and they're going to bring this one out to the 15, now down at the 20. That's great coverage. They're going to still keep pushing a little bit past the 20, but the coverage team for Hawaii is pumped.
It's a little bit of juice. And I'm going to tell you something. When I was on the sideline here to start the game with the rain coming down, John, you know, the guys normally sing or having smiles on their face. They're, you know, having a good time, whatnot, getting ready. McConnell Meyer again. He's always, I mean, he's had about 10 tackles on special teams. I was with his dad today, Mako Meyer, coaching. He also helped coach the JV championship for Mid-Atlantic. I sat next to him, too, as well.
Aztecs come out, 1st and 10 on their own 22. There's a 21-yard return. Denegol's going to fake the handoff. He's dropping back. He's under pressure. Down long down the right sideline, and it's caught. This is a perfect pass. And it was Donovan Brown who had a couple of steps on Hawaii's defense. But there is a penalty flag on the field. We'll see what this is.
And for me, John, Verdell Edwards kind of got caught as he was trying to look back to the football. But the hat is out, so someone went out of bounds.
There's no foul for illegal touching. The receiver was forced out. Result of play is first down, San Diego.
Okay, so they're saying he was forced out, so he's allowed to come back in and make a catch, and it was a nice one.
How is he forced out on that? That's called press coverage, and then he made the move to go outside as the receiver stepped out of bounds. Interesting.
So Denegol to Brown for a big pickup of 45, gives him 1st and 10 on the Hawaii 33. Ball on the right hash. Now they'll all step up, look to the Aztec sideline for a call. Denegol now barking out the orders. 1st and 10 from the 33. Let's see what they pull up. 2 receivers left, H back and a receiver right. He'll hand it off to Sutton. Sutton ducks his head and tries to get what he can, but it's less than a yard. It's inches.
Now, there's nothing doing in that run game. Hawaii's doing such a good job. They run that guard GH counter. And Hawaii's just right there as Jalen Smith was on the spot.
Also, Jemai Otis, linebackers are pumped. Brings up 2nd and 10 with no gain. Still on the 33 in the right hash. Hawaii with that 4-man front my brother Mark loves so much. 3 receivers left, single receiver right, handoff Sutton. Sutton goes right side, finds a seam. He's inside the 30, hit really hard. So hard his cap comes off. And he'll have to come off to the sideline. That'll bring in Caldwell Jr.
And Jemai Otis again in the backfield in a hurry. And Hawaii, the backers for Hawaii's been flying downhill. And now another 3rd down for San Diego, and Hawaii's been playing pretty tough here on 3rd down.
We're under a minute left to play in the first quarter. Hawaii leading at 14-3, 3rd and 6 on the 29 of Hawaii. Ball right hash, 2 receivers right, H-back receiver left. It's Caldwell Jr. in the backfield next to Denegal. He'll hand it off. He'll pull it. He'll throw it out to Brown. Brown tries to get to the sideline, and he's short of the first down, and you can thank Peter Manuma for driving him out of bounds.
Oh, that was a beautiful hit. It was good blocking on the outside by the San Diego State receivers, but the safety in Peter Manuma just comes flying out of nowhere and hits Brown out of bounds. And this brings up 4th down, and it looks like San Diego State is going to stay on the field on 4th down.
It's 4th and 2 on the Hawaii 25. The Aztecs are looking over to the sideline like they might have to call a timeout, and they're going to walk over to their own sideline and talk it over, and it's also because the game clock is to 5. And so they'll just let the first quarter run out. We'll have second quarter action for you momentarily right after this quick break. When the second quarter starts, Hawaii's got the 14-3 lead. It'll be 4th and 2. Do the Aztecs go for it? We'll find out on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
When you feel like Vegas, there's just one place to stay. Find it at the Cow. Grab a drink at the Holo Holo Bar. There's just one place to play. Find it at the Cow. We got a fresh, hot look, a new sports book. We got those local meals, just like Auntie cooks. Aloha spoken here. Find it at the Cow.
Get back to Vegas with Vacations Hawaii. Airfare, hotel, meals, and transfers just $8.99.
Ready for UH football, man?
Yep, check this out.
Oh.
Surround sound, that works.
Whoa, I'm ready, bro.
Hey, watch this.
How come the blender went off?
Huh?
The blender in the kitchen went off, bro.
Not.
Try again.
Oh, man.
Okay, we can make some like a fruit smoothies.
When you want your home or business wired right, call a unionized electrical contractor. 847-5341.
IBEW Local 1186, lighting your path to the future.
Whether you're huddling up for an office lunch, celebrating a birthday, or kicking off a baby shower, the Old Spaghetti Factory is your winning play. From office lunches to special events, the Old Spaghetti Factory makes every event a winner. Let us take care of the food so you can focus on your special occasion. Go to osf.com to book your event today. Family owned and operated and serving Hawaii since 1978. The Old Spaghetti Factory, where every gathering is a home field advantage.
Hardware Hawaii. Customer first in Kailua.
Hi, this is Eddie. I'm the lead lumber for Hardware Hawaii in Kailua. I like helping customers find what they need. It's not like another stranger just shopping here. My customers are like my friends, and then I just help them all, and I feel good. And it just makes my day. We're out here in the lumberyard ready to serve you.
Hardware Hawaii. Customer first in Kailua.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Second quarter about to start here at the Clarence TC Chain Complex. It's a wet one on Military Appreciation Night. But I don't think that matters a whole lot when you're up 14-3 on the number one team in the conference in the Aztecs. Hawaii will have the football here if they either stop the Aztecs on 4th and 2. That's the situation right now. 4th and 2 on the 25 of Hawaii.
And from the looks of it, it looks like they're going to go for the field goal here, John.
You're right. I see Placencia in the huddle. He's already got one from 42.
I'm just going to keep saying wide right. Wide right. That's it.
This will be a 43-yard attempt.
This rain's no joke, though, here today.
He had, at one point, 26 consecutive field goals, the highest in FBS. Can he make it from the right hash from 43 out? His kick is up. Ooh, that looked like it was wide left, but it just gets inside that left upright, and it's good. 14-6, Hawaii will have the ball back right here after kickoff. He's pretty money. I mean, I would say, he is one of the best in college football.
Well, I will tell you, so far, 3 catches, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns for Jackson Harris. Alejandro, after that interception, has settled down 8 of 11, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns. And besides the 45-yard pass from Denegal, offensively, San Diego State has done absolutely nothing here in the first quarter. Hawaii's defense, John, has come to play here early on, and Hawaii's defense is only letting up 48 yards. So go figure, right? That 45-yard pass is the only thing offensively that San Diego State has done here so far.
A couple of scores around the conference. Air Force defeating San Jose State today.
Oh, man, I don't even want to hear that.
And Utah State winning. Want to give a shout out all the way to Utah and to cousins Leroy and Snooki Souza. Hope you guys are enjoying the cold weather in Utah. It's rainy here in Honolulu. But I know you guys are a lot like us. If the Bows are winning, it doesn't feel too bad.
Well, I'm very thankful that the crowd has kind of weathered the storm here, John. I mean, if you look at everything kind of filling out,
no pun intended. I like that.
Yeah, there you go. It looks like a sellout. That's what it looks like to me.
1st and 10 for the Rainbow Warriors on their own 25 to start the series. Landon Sims will be your running back. It'll be Harris and Ashlock to the left, Cynical and White to the right. Ball is just inside the right hash, almost middle field. Alejandro clapping his hands. He's got it. Now he'll throw it, and it's going to be, it looked as though, Mark, that it slipped out of his hands, and it was a short pass. He one-hopped it to Pofele Ashlock.
Yeah, he said my bad immediately. That came out hot out of his hands as Pofele Ashlock was running that quick hitch. And he was open, too. And Hawaii's kind of just settled into that in the last couple of drives.
Can't blame it on the rain for this one. You've got to get it there. 2nd down and 10 on the 25. He's going to drop back, look right. Now he's running it himself. Now he'll dump it off. And this time, Ashlock, no. Cynical can't hold on. Again, another receiver allowing the ball to get to his body, and you can't do that when you're wet.
And it's going to happen here tonight. I mean, that's just what it is. It's going to happen because of the elements, because it has been raining. But you just got to figure out a way to secure that catch and wrap 2 hands around it as soon as you make that catch as it brings up 3rd down.
They're not wearing sleeves, they're wearing gloves, and it's for a reason. You got to put your hands on it. Makes it 3rd down and 10 on the 25. Trips left, single receiver right. Sims in the backfield next to Alejandro to provide protection, who drops back, now rolls left. He's looking, he's got somebody there on him, and it's caught by Pofele Ashlock, and they made that look really elementary. Ashlock catches it just before going out of bounds, and it's a 1st down at the 43-yard line.
Double hitch in the corner. We call that a little Henry action. They have hitch in the corner from the inside slot, and Pofele Ashlock. And what a catch as Ashlock gets that foot in right before the white for the Rainbow Warrior 1st down. Fueled by Hele Gas, Hele on.
It's at the 41, 1st and 10 after the 16-yard pickup. Landon Sims takes the handoff, goes right side. He'll pick up 3.
Oh, let that go.
Yeah, he's still driving and nobody's stopping him but the referee.
Man.
Comes to be a point where you have to eventually say your forward progress is stopped.
I still think that was a little early.
Maybe. 2nd down and 7 on the 44 of Hawaii. It's a 3-yard pickup. 13:55 left to play in the first half. Hawaii leading at 14-6. They'll send trips right, single receiver left, handoff. Barfield goes left, gets around the left end. Barfield to the 50, gets to the sideline. Barfield 35, now finally down at the 31, but there is a flag on the field. It's on the 40, near side. That might mean holding. We'll find out from the Whitecap.
Position on defense.
Oh, illegal substitution.
Results of play, 1st down.
Did they not get the 3 guys off the field in time? They did not. I was looking at that, John, as they were coming off, and they didn't. Hawaii quick snapped them, and Cam Barfield gets to the outside and picks up the 1st down.
So on the sideline meant they couldn't get the guys off, and Hawaii takes the big pickup and the penalty yards. It was a 26-yard gain, makes it 1st and 10 from the Aztecs 30, ball on left hash. 2 receivers either side, Barfield in motion. Alejado dropping back, looking left over the middle. He's got a receiver. Oh, man. And the entire crowd feels the crunch as it's
McDougal.
Nick Delgadillo gets hit over the middle. He makes the catch, though. That's the most impressive thing. But there is a penalty flag on the far side of the field.
Illegal shift. 2 men on offense moving prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty from previous spot. Replay first down.
So Nick Delgadillo's first catch, and he suffered for catching it, is going to be brought back anyway. And this is going to hurt a little bit, Mark, as they bring this back all the way to the 35-yard line.
Well, good thing it's first down. That's the main thing. 1st and 15 with Hawaii on the move in Aztec territory at the 35-yard line.
1st and 15 on the 35, left hash. Pofele Ashlock moves from left to right, makes it trips right, single receiver left. It's Landon Sims to the right of Alejado, who drops straight back. Alejado down the left sideline. They've got coverage over the top. Jackson Harris at the 3 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. 35-yard touchdown strike to Jackson Harris, and hits his 3rd touchdown of the ball game.
What a catch by Jackson Harris. The concentration with that safety flying over the top and the over-the-shoulder catch. And, man, did he absolutely cook Prince Williams for his 3rd touchdown catch to the Hale for the touchdown. And that touchdown brought to you by BMW of Honolulu, the ultimate driving machine.
Gansei Matsuzawa on to kick the PAT. We got 12:54 left to play in the first half, and Hawaii is firing on all cylinders. Matsuzawa's kick up and good. Hawaii leads it 21-6.
That extra point brought to you by Dielectric Supply. They see the light, donating $100 to UH Athletics, and Jackson Harris has seen the light 3 times in the first half, 3 touchdowns.
35-yard touchdown strike that seems near perfect, as Alejado is just doing a fabulous drive, and here is that drive.
The drive, John, 6 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes. Brought to you by M. Dyer Global, always on the move. Micah Alejado, 10 of 15, 176 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jackson Harris now, he is very close to the century mark. He has 4 catches, 96 yards, and 3 tutties. 3 tutties, they call it. My goodness. Jackson Harris continues to impress at wide receiver.
So one of the big things that we were talking about at the Timmy Chang show is this coaching staff has to re-recruit its own players. That's one guy you have to pay special attention to. And of course, we'll keep up with Coach Timmy Chang as the recruiting process keeps going. We got a couple more shows of the Timmy Chang show, including a post-season show on the December 3rd, but we got one for you on Wednesday prior to Thanksgiving. And I know they're hoping that there's a lot to be thankful for after tonight. 12:54 left to play in the first half. Hawaii leading at 21-6, and the rain continues to fall here in Manoa, but the magic also continues.
Yeah, and look at this crowd. They ain't going anywhere. I wouldn't either.
Matsuzawa's kick goes to the 3-yard line. It's caught by Napier. He's dangerous to the 20, the 25, the 30, finally brought down. Good return by Napier, who is, like I said, a threat returning the football.
And he was the former starting quarterback as well for the San Diego State Aztecs.
That's right. That's actually a good point. Completely slipped my mind that he was one of those guys. But they found a way to get him involved. He plays inside most of the time, but can play at any receiver position, and including running back and quarterback. 1st and 10 for the Aztecs from their own 32 after the 29-yard pickup. It'll be Lucky Sutton, Jaden Denegal, your quarterback, 2 receivers either side. It's actually Caldwell in the backfield now to Denegal's right. It'll be a fake handoff. Denegal drops back. He's under pressure. Denegal now runs right. He's looking for somebody and finally throws this out of bounds. And in fact, it's caught by Peter Manuma, but he's a couple of yards out of bounds, and the crowd still goes wild.
Well, you got Quinn Williams, Carson Stoklinski, you got Dejon Benton, and you got Tariq Jones all in the backfield, and you have Denegal running for his life.
Dennis Thurman is calling a pretty decent defensive scheme right now, and I'm sure there'll be changes at halftime, but for right now, Hawaii's defense is doing its job. They look like they're bringing 4 at the front. 2nd down and 10 from the 32. It'll be a handoff around the right end by Welsh. Welsh has got the first down. A penalty flag comes out. This might be against the Aztecs and holding because Jackson Ford was locked up with a Rainbow Warrior, but Mikey Welsh has the end around.
I also thought it might have been Donovan Brown as well, number 14. He kind of knew it because he put that arms flailing up as well.
Holding, number 14, offense. 10 yards from the spot of foul. Replay first down.
I saw the jersey grab, and then you do the whole flailing of the arms to the referee.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I didn't do it.
He looks dejected
he still
on
looks
the field,
like it. But he was the criminal, in fact, on this one.
2nd down and 12 from the 30 now. Well, actually, check that. They're going to move it back. They've got to move that back to the 25. So it'll be 2nd and 17 from the 25. Ball on the right hash, trips to the receiver's left, single receiver right for Denegal. He's got Caldwell Jr. to his left. Now they'll make some changes. They looked over to the sideline. They're barking new orders. Denegal back to the shotgun, waiting for the snap. Denegal. It'll be a handoff. Caldwell goes right side. No, he'll pull it. He'll fire to a receiver who not only had alligator arms, but decided he didn't want to catch it. He slowed down.
I'll tell you what, I'm trying to get a number on that. Was that Jordan Napier?
It was.
Yeah, Napier said he didn't want anything to do with Peter Manuma coming screaming downhill because that went over the intended receiver. Then Napier was the man behind it, and Peter Manuma was right there. And again, Hawaii has been so good on 3rd down, 3rd and 15, or 3rd and 17, that is.
All kinds of traffic on that last play. They'll go empty set. They'll move Caldwell Jr. far to the right, trips left, 2 receivers right for Denegal right hash. Here come the Rainbow Warriors, 3-man rush, and they're getting there. There's not a holding call, but do they get him? No, but Denegal throws this, and it's incomplete. The guy in coverage,
well, I'll tell you this,
Jackie Johnson.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Lester Longofuaina was the guy who was coming screaming off the edge, and he was just screaming downhill, and he was getting held, but he got enough time to catch up to Denegal. Denegal has to throw it away, and another punting opportunity for San Diego State, and another opportunity for Hawaii to have great field position.
Over on 3rd down are the Aztecs. They're going to punt this one away. 4th and 17 on their own 25. Uliata standing on his 27. He's going to be backed up just a bit. In fact, he'll fair catch it at about the 19-yard line, and that's where Hawaii will have its offensive series. Timeout on the field. We'll take one here as well. 11:55 left to play in the first half. Hawaii leading at 21-6. They'll have the football when we come back on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
When you got the hungries, go to Young's Fish Market in Honolulu. Young's Fish Market is your headquarters for an extensive menu full of local favorites. Get the Lau Lau plate, Kalua pig, or the beef stew. How about tripe stew, pipi kaula, lomi salmon, and squid luau. Get 10% off for Military Monday, Senior Tuesdays 60 and over, or every day for EMS, law enforcement, and firefighters. Just show your ID. Visit youngsfishmarket.com, home of the famous Wow Lau Lau.
How do you get 100% of your work done when you're 40% short-staffed? Across Hawaii, city and state departments grapple with thousands of vacant positions. And with fewer workers, that means longer lines at the DMV, delayed building permits, and slowdowns in essential services. The government could resolve this by offering more competitive wages and benefits. For you, we hope they do. A message brought to you by HGEA, because Hawaii works best when we do.
Hate your popcorn ceilings? Well, Statewide GC and Construction offers a stretch fabric alternative to removing asbestos-infested ceilings that you will love. Don't be burdened with the danger, mess, and time-consuming process of scraping your ceiling. New Walls Fabric can cover it. New Walls Fabric is safe, cost-effective, and stylish. Most jobs are done in less than a week, and there is no move-out. Statewide GC and Construction is the exclusive dealer of New Walls of Hawaii. Go to statewidehawaii.com or call 808-689-4115 for details.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network, driven by BMW of Honolulu.
Let's quickly pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network, driven by BMW of Honolulu.
ESPN Honolulu is Hawaii's sports leader. KKEA Honolulu, 1420 AM and 92.7 FM. Part of the IO family of companies.
11:55 left to play here in the first half. Hawaii leading at 21-6, and after another defensive stop, Hawaii will have the football 1st and 10 from its own 20. Ball will be on the left hash. Here comes the Hawaii offense. Rain has been steady here in Manoa. It made its way from the west side all the way here to Manoa, and it continues. Kind of waiting for it to pass, but it hasn't yet. Makes it a little more difficult for the iPads on the sideline. Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network is brought to you by Aloha Termite and Pest Control, offering superior service with Aloha. Go to alohatermite.com today. So Hawaii comes out, trips right, single receiver left, Sims in the backfield next to Alejado. Now he'll move to his right. Alejado's going to drop back. He's looking right, now looking left. Alejado looking over the middle. He's got a receiver. Ashlock's got it at the 30. That's good enough. No, that's not. That is Jackson Harris coming from his left position and decided to run a dig and catches it in the open spot.
Yeah, with that catch, John, that puts him over the century mark. Jackson Harris with his 5th game in a row. 5th game in a row over 100 yards receiving, and Jackson Harris picks up a Rainbow Warrior first down.
1st and 10 from the 31 for Hawaii, middle of the field. 2 receivers either side. Delayed handoff. Sims to the 40, bangs his way forward. Nice pickup. They'll say maybe 8, depending on the spot. But that was a nice pickup by Landon Sims, and you got to give credit where credit is due. That offensive line opened up the hole for a truck.
I think we're like mental telepathy here, because the offensive line is playing fantastic and has settled in here in the second quarter quite nicely for the Rainbow Warriors.
Well, you are mental, but we're brothers, so it's 2nd and 1 on the 40. Trips right, single receiver left, Alejado dropping back. He's under pressure, he's going to roll. Alejado gets away from the pressure, now up the sideline looking for somebody, and then finally just tosses it out of bounds. Decided there was nobody open, and as you look down the field, Blaze Kamoku, Pafele Ashlock, all in a tough spot for him to get it there. Brings up 3rd and 1 on the 40. What does Hawaii draw up here? I would imagine Landon Sims might be in the mix on this one. And now Alejado's going to move all the way to the right receiver, and that makes Tama Uliata in the backfield. Is that Barfield? No, it's Barfield with the Wildcat. Barfield gets to the right sideline, and he gets hit, but he's still got the first down, and then diving forward for an extra yard or 2.
Mike Alejado is trying to put a block on the cornerback out there, and he's smiling because he did get the block. And Cam Barfield, in a little variation of the Wildcat, picks up the first down for the Rainbow Warriors.
I don't know that I'd send QB1 out to block for anybody, but he did on that.
You know he's going to sacrifice.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
6-yard pickup gives Hawaii the 1st and 10 from the 46. They'll go 2 receivers either side. Barfield remains in the backfield. Alejado dropping back. Quick pass to the right sideline. White catches it at the 49. And then out of bounds. They're going to say the 48. I don't like the spot, but that's where they say he's got it.
And there's one thing that I've noticed here tonight, John. There has been a little bit less rotation at the receiving core. We talked about that quite a bit, but we've seen less of a rotation here. In this instance, we do have a little rotation going on.
2nd down and 8 on the 48 now. Alejado, quick drop. No, now he's rolling left. He's looking for somebody. Somebody's got to go deep. It's Delgadillo, almost picked off. Mike Alejado was trying to tell Delgadillo go down the sideline because he was scrambling. Nobody was moving until the last minute, and it's incomplete. Knocked off the helmet of a defender.
He missed Pofele Ashlock in just no man's land. Pofele Ashlock and the safeties just came screaming downhill, but he was not looking towards that. He was looking more to the near sideline, and he misses Ashlock, who was open over the top.
Brings up 3rd and 8 on the 48 now. Ball on the right hash. Hawaii is 4 for 5 on 3rd down conversions. Can they get one here? 2 receivers either side. Cam Barfield to the left of Alejado, who drops back. Alejado now rolls left. Alejado looking. He's got some room to run, but he's going to throw it. This time, Komoku's got it on the sideline at the 35, and that's a first down.
I'm laughing because Micah Alejado makes the throw, and he gives him a little look, John. He looked at the whole San Diego State bench, and he gave him that little first down. And Micah Alejado, creativity at its finest.
You had two receivers on different levels, Komoku and Jackson Harris, but Komoku was underneath. 19-yard pickup makes it 1st and 10 on the 33. Trips right, single receiver left. Alejado dropping back, dumps it off to Barfield. Barfield to the 30, and inside now. Ooh, extra couple of yards as he dives forward to the 26.
And that shovel pass, that was just one play away, one miss away from Cam Barfield breaking that one open. And a nice job by Cam Barfield. He scoots down the field for 8 yards and gets to the 25.
2nd down and 2. 8:36 left to play in the first half. Hawaii leading at 21-6 and driving. 2 receivers either side. Ball just inside the right hash. It's Sims to the left of Alejado. Man in motion is Ashlock. He goes behind Sims. Handoff. Sims goes right side. Stutter step gets him to the outside. He dives forward. And they're going to say he's short, although he's laying across the line to gain.
Well, I like the fact that, you have that second is short. It gives you so many options in your toolbox because you can go with Landon Sims, you can do a little RPO action, or now you have yourself on a 3rd and 1 and a 3rd and short. You can open up the playbook a little bit. You can go RPO. You can go a little dive to Landon Sims yet again. So there's so many options when you create opportunities like Hawaii's offense is doing here tonight.
5:06 on 3rd down. 3rd and short on the 24. Ball right hash. Trips left. Sims in the backfield. Alejado's going to roll back. He's going to toss it out to the flats. It's caught. And that is a nice catch. Tama Uliata with the first down flats catch.
And I can see this happening now, John, tonight as we're all here in the booth that played or at least understands football. That safety went screaming over the top on Jackson Harris to help on that double team, allowing Tama Uliata to be open for a split second, and the Rainbow Warriors are closing in the red zone.
They'll substitute a couple of receivers. Ware and Komoku up top right, single receiver left. It's Barfield next to Alejado, 1st and 10 on the 21. Handoff Barfield. He's immediately met in the backfield, and he's wrapped up by 2 guys who get there pretty quick. That's Chambliss is one of them. Continues to add to his tackle total.
Brady Nassar, too, as well in the backfield for San Diego State. And this time they weren't fooled by the quick dive from Hawaii and sacked him for a loss.
2nd down and 11. It's a loss of 1. Ball on the 22, left hash. 3 receivers right, single receiver left. Barfield to the left of Alejado, who's asking for something, but they'll call a timeout. It is Hawaii's first timeout of the ball game. Don't think they're going to. Looks like, well, they're trying to get the guy out there.
And they are.
Hawaii's called the timeout, brought to you by Waikea Hawaiian Volcanic Beverages, proud corporate partner of University of Hawaii Athletics. Live Aloha, drink Waikea. We'll take a break here in the booth. 6:30 left to play in the first half. Hawaii driving. It's 21-6. They've got the lead and the ball when we come back on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Aloha, Bose fans. This is Tim Palms, General Manager of BMW of Honolulu. The best way to get to the game this fall is behind the wheel of a brand new BMW SUV. You can lease our best-selling X3 for only $599 a month, or experience the luxury and utility of the class-leading X5. We have promotions and savings on all in-stock and incoming BMWs. Let's cheer on the Bose this season from the driver's seat. I can't wait to see you at the game. BMW of Honolulu, the ultimate driving machine.
This football season, stay cool and go green with Melona Ice Cream. ESPN Honolulu is teaming up with Melona Ice Cream Bars to bring the flavors to every UH football tailgate. Come by our tailgate tent and beat the heat with free Melona giveaways. Available at Costco, Foodland, Safeway, and 7-Eleven stores. Go green with Melona. It's the coolest way to cheer on the Bows.
Battery Bill. Battery Bill. For cameras, computers, cars, or scooters. For trucks, boats, jet skis, remotes. Battery Bill. Battery Bill. Wheelchairs, special orders, motorcycles, camcorders, rechargers, converters, power inverters for work, for home, power tools, cell phones, battery bill.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network. Brought to you by Hawaii Pacific Health, creating a healthier Hawaii.
John and Mark Veneri here at a very wet Manoa TC Cheng Complex. Hawaii is up 21-6 with 6:30 left to play here in the first half, and they are looking at punching it in again.
And also, John, just for the record, John Ursua had 4 consecutive 100-yard games, and Jackson Harris tied that last week and has now broken that record with 5 consecutive 100-yard games, and that was back in 2018.
Second down and 11 on the Aztecs 22, ball on the left hash. Alejado will send a single receiver right and an H-back and receiver right, that is, and then a single receiver left. Barfield in the pistol. It'll be an option. They'll actually toss it to Brandon White, who gets met in the backfield, but gets to the outside to the 15. He's to the 10 and finally drops out at the 7-yard line. But the end around by Brandon White, and he turns on the gas.
And not only that, he had to avoid about 2 or 3 Aztecs and made everyone miss as he gets the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors have found prime real estate and are in the red zone, brought to you by Taniguchi and Associates of Keller Williams, Honolulu.
13-yard pickup makes it 1st and goal on the 9. He was going so fast I couldn't catch up with my mouth. Hawaii will come out with trips left, single receiver right, Barfield to the left of Alejado to be a handoff. Barfield finds a way to get it through. He gets to the 3-yard line and finally brought down. But nice run, and again, good blocking by this offensive line.
Oh, I can't say enough, and that's a huge shout out and appreciation for them, because they had answered the call after the 2 early sacks, and they have just been on an absolute tear in protection, in blocking, and shout out to the big offensive line doing a tremendous job here as they made those adjustments in the second part of that first quarter all the way into the second quarter now.
They're going to go trips left, single receiver right now. It's 2nd and goal from the 4 after the 5-yard pickup. Now they'll make it 2 receivers either side as Pofele Ashlock moves right. Sims with protection. Alejado to the end zone and through the hands of Blaze Kamoku. He had his hands there, but it goes right through it.
And I said it tonight, John, the rain's that's going to play a factor, and that's tough. Blaze Kamoku, who's been pretty sure-handed, he was right there, and it goes right through his hands. And Blaze Kamoku has been sure-handed, and this one, unfortunately, will not be a touchdown. I'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Would have been his 2nd touchdown this season. 3rd and goal from the 4. Now you've got the power formation, or at least the split backs formation. Barfield will go in motion. Alejado looking. Now Alejado's running it himself. Alejado gets wrapped up. He'll gain 1, or maybe none. Let's see where they spot this. He may have no gain. That brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, that's just tough when Blaze Kamoku had a sure touchdown on the slant route. But Kansei Matsuzawa coming out for the field goal attempt.
So on comes Kansei Matsuzawa for the field goal. He's got 21 straight. He's got the school record for most consecutive dating back to last year, but in a single season, this would be number 22. And it's also from 22 yards out. His kick is up, and it's good.
That field goal brought to you by Football Fanatics, where Warrior Nation and NFL fans shop. Shop online at fanhubhi.com today. Do you expect anything less from Kansei Matsuzawa, now still perfect on the season, 22 for 22.
Kansei Matsuzawa, the Tokyo Toe, has just done so many things for this football program, including a Japanese reporter coming to San Jose State last week, that is, and reporting on just him. There were a number of Asian athletes that were on the field for both teams, but Kansei Matsuzawa is the center of attention right now as he knocks in his 22nd straight this season, 23rd straight altogether. Jordan Napier set to return this one. He's standing on the 5. 22 kicks in a row in a single season is the most since 1984.
And
were you born yet?
No, I wasn't. Thank you for pointing that out. But I want to tell you this, John, and everybody in the booth, we are closing in on 300 yards of total offense here in the first half. 293 yards of total offense.
Matsuzawa's kick is in the coffin corner to the 3. Napier brings it out. He's to the 10, the 15. He's staying on that right sideline. Knocked down at the 23, maybe the 24. Well, they're going to give him a pretty decent spot to the 25. So it's zeros. He got it all the way back to where he needed it to. First down and 10 for the Aztecs. Actually, they are going to say he's out to the 24.
So -1.
There you go.
293 yards of offense, John.
49 for the Aztecs. They're looking to add to it here, but can Hawaii's defense make another stop? 4:18 left to play in the first half. Hawaii's leading at 24-6. Denegal and Sutton in the backfield. They've got an H-back and a receiver right, 2 receivers left. It'll be a handoff. Sutton goes left side. He's got some speed, but he's tripped up. He'll gain 3.
Nice tackle by Jalen Smith. And Jalen Smith quietly having a great night at linebacker, filling holes. And this time what looked to be a little opening for Sutton. Give credit to Jalen Smith coming downhill to make the tackle.
2nd and 7 from the 28 of the Aztecs. Ball in the middle of the field. They'll go trips left. No receivers right. Fake handoff. They'll toss it out to the left side. And it's immediately met, but a missed tackle by Elijah Palmer. Very uncharacteristic of him. And the receiver picks up another couple of extra yards. It's Cianfrini.
And I thought he had a better spot than this one, but now it's going to be a long third down. A long 3rd and 4, I would say. They're going to say 3rd and 3, but I would say more closer to the 4, if anything.
On the 32-yard line, now on the left hash. They've got 3 receivers to the short side of the field. Now they'll send one in motion. That's Napier. So it makes it 2 receivers either side with Sutton to the right of Denegal. Denegal drops back, looks right. Denegal now looking over the middle. Denegal can't find anybody. Now he's going to run it himself, and he's wrapped up. Lester Longafuaina, and he'll be dropped for a loss.
I'll tell you what, the defensive front has just been absolute savage mode with DeJon Benton, Lester Longafuaina, and John, that's going to go for a sack for the Rainbow Warriors. And again, San Diego State will have to punt. And John, with deferring here, Hawaii has an opportunity to put more points and get that 2-for-1 bonus and have the opportunity to get the ball to start the second half and put points on the scoreboard.
They've got to do something here. First, it'll take Tamo Uliata to catch the punt. And that's going downfield. He's not waving for a fair catch yet. In fact, he's going to return it. He catches it at the 22, but he doesn't have a whole lot of room to go anywhere. And the Aztecs defense puts him down at the turf. We'll see where they spot this. It'll be 1st and 10 for Hawaii. But the important thing is here is the defense actually makes another stop. They continue to play lights out, Mark, other than the 6 in the first quarter.
54 yards of total offense, John. They have one rushing yard. 1 rushing yard. That is it.
It was part of the keys to the game. Stop the run. And we're getting a good look of Dennis Thurman on our monitor, and he's doing a fabulous job calling this game. Hawaii's offense now has to produce. It's 1st and 10 from their own 25. They'll come out 2 receivers left. Now they'll make it 3 receivers left, single receiver right. It'll be a handoff Barfield. Barfield goes right side, got some room to run, and then he's dropped.
Oh, man. He took a big hit by Staley coming downhill, the strong safety. Probably will take us to the 2-minute warning, too, as well.
Koa Eldridge was in the game there, so they're bringing a couple of extra guys in. 2nd down and 8 on the 27, and they're going to go with the 2-minute timeout. So we'll take a break here as well. 2 minutes left in the first half. 24-6 is your score. And we've reached that 2-minute timeout. It's brought to you by Fastletics. Weight training, sports speed training, recovery session. Go to fastletics.com today. Back with more on the Rainbow Warrior Network after this quick break.
From pads and rotors to
shocks and struts, coming to a full stop should never mean your business does too. At Napa, we are the pros that know brakes and suspension better than anyone. So when others are grinding their gears, our premium parts and exceptional service deliver results. Whether you're operating a local shop or managing a national fleet, Napa has exactly what you need, when and where you need it. Get the brake and suspension parts you're looking for right now at Napa.
Aloha, this is Daryl Turner from Napa Auto Parts Hawaii. As we celebrate over 70 years in the islands, I'd like to say mahalo to all our Napa Hawaii employees, independent store owners, business partners, and you, our loyal clients. Over the years, we've grown to 45 stores across Hawaii, Oahu, Maui, Molokai, Lanai, Hawaii Island, and American Samoa. We look forward to serving your automotive needs for many, many more years to come. Mahalo.
Hey, what are you snacking on?
We love Hawaii.
I know. The beautiful weather, beaches, and mountains. What are you eating?
We love Hawaii.
Oh, yeah. The people are wonderful. Hanging with family and friends is the best. What are you munching on?
We love Hawaii.
Wait, is that the Big Island?
Yup, we love Hawaii.
Introducing We Love Hawaii Holiday Mix from Enjoy Snacks. 7 custom shapes inspired by the place we call home. Available now at your local retailer.
It's time to enjoy life. It's time for Enjoy Snacks.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Hawaii's got the ball and the 24-6 lead. And they could add to it here potentially, as they've been having some success with quick strikes. Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network is brought to you by University of Hawaii Federal Credit Union, the smarter way to bank. Bows, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. They'll come out trips left, single receiver right. It's Harris, Eldridge, and Ashlock to the left. Brandon White's up top. It's Cam Barfield in the backfield. It'll be a fake handoff. Mike Alejado goes to the sideline. He's looking for White, but this goes up and over White and out of bounds.
And I do want to point something out, and maybe we can get some information. We have not seen Nick Senecal here, I think maybe in the second quarter, the early part of the second quarter. He had that drop on the sideline, and we have not seen him since.
2nd down and 10 on the 25. Or check that, 3rd down. 3rd down and 8, that is. On the 27. We haven't been here for a few weeks. Boy, Keegan Ota. 2 receivers either side for Alejado's Barfield in the backfield. Alejado rolling. He's under pressure. Alejado in a lot of trouble, and he gets away from it. Continues to roll out. Now fires downfield. Does he have a guy who completed it? No.
Oh, he caught it.
They do. They said he caught that, and it's Jackson Harris.
Well, where's the forward progress? Did he catch it close to the first down is the question.
I think he's very close to the line to gain, and they're now going to look at it. And Aztecs now call a timeout. They're just dumbfounded. How did he catch that?
So he makes the catch
up
prior to the first down mark. They're going to have to look at this.
Yeah, where his feet are, because he comes back in being tackled inside the line to gain, but did he catch it past it? We have seen so many times where Jackson Harris has run past the line to gain and then comes back for the football. That was the case again here. But does he catch it past the first down? If not, it's 4th and 1.
Can they review this? They can, and I believe it'll have to come from the top. But right when he made the catch prior to the first down mark. That is evident on the replays that we have seen. And yet there's no indication that they're going to take a look at this one. And unfortunately, Hawaii's going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, the replay booth has an opportunity to look at what we've just seen on our monitor, and they say that he did not catch it past the line to gain. So it's 4th and 1 on the 39, and for the first time we'll see Billy Gowers. The Aussie punter is standing on his 19. We'll see if he can get one off. For the first time, we're actually seeing 2 guys back to receive the punt. Napier is one of them. He's the, oh boy. Let's see what this is.
The review play is under further review.
So they are going to look at it. So the replay is under review. They are now going to look whether or not Jackson Harris had the catch past the line to gain.
I have no idea why this took so long to even get a review.
I don't know.
And this play is under review, brought to you by Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union. Life matters.
So the white hat will go off to the side, and he'll take a look. Did Jackson Harris actually, when you look at the replay that we saw, it appeared that he had made the catch past the line to gain, but was wrapped up immediately and then driven back inside the 10-yard mark. We're getting a look at it here in our booth. Alejado tosses it.
So the 30-yard line is the line of game. Jackson Harris' foot is past the line of game.
That is a Rainbow Warrior first down, no doubt about it. It is actually where the ball is, and it looks like he's past the 30 because he's upright when he catches it. His foot's at the 31.
That's got to be a
check that, the 36, you're right. The line to gain is at the 35.
And he's past it. I mean, it's evident in it when he makes the catch. And look, Hawaii's punting team is coming off the field.
After review, the ruling that the receiver caught the ball at the 36-yard line and advanced to the first down. First down to right.
So Hawaii continues its drive. 1:43 left to play in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 36. Hawaii leads it 24-6.
That's a big one, John, because Hawaii would have been punting. San Diego State has 2 timeouts to work with, and now Hawaii's able to keep this drive alive. And again, that 2-for-1 special that you can get at the TC Ching Complex is Hawaii scoring here in the deferring of the first half. They'll get the ball to start the second.
Here's one thing that's a little confusing. Did San Diego State actually help this whole call out? They took a timeout, and that allowed the replay officials to actually look at it. They expended a timeout, and so San Diego State's actually responsible for the review.
Well, thank you, San Diego State.
Alejado comes out. 1st and 10 on the 36, ball on the left hash. It'll be single receiver left, that's Harris. 3 receivers right. White, Ashlock, and Komoku.
So what now? I mean,
you're right. I see they have given back the timeout. I'm saying you're right as though you can hear who's in my ear and you can't. But what I'm being told is the referees have given San Diego State back its timeout
for helping Hawaii.
I guess so, because they originally said San Diego
After
State called
the result of the play, we had a stop clock that's eligible for a 10-second runoff. Hawaii's elected not to take a timeout and have the 10 seconds run off. Please set the clock at 1:33.
I don't understand.
The clock will start on my ready.
I don't understand exactly what he's saying about Hawaii taking a timeout because they directed it towards at the Aztecs, and they took the Aztecs timeout off the board. Regardless, the confusion on the field doesn't make its way through everybody, but what it does say is Hawaii had caught the ball on a first down, and that's where we're at. 1st and 10 on the 36, and now they're going to blow the whistle again. And that just makes everybody here anxious.
The clock is running, and it shouldn't be right now.
No, yeah, so replay, booth officials, please reset the game clock to let's see what they put it at.
The clock is running. And it's still running.
Now you can hear the crowd booing. The officials are trying to figure it out. I mean, I don't even know what the time on the clock was. But
clock operator, please reset the clock to 1:43.
That's
the clock will start on my ready.
That's a big difference. 1:43. They'll put
so they
back
give
on
the
clock.
10 seconds back. It was supposed to be 1:33.
Well, because Hawaii elected not to take the 10-second runoff, so it'll be 1st and 10.
They did elect to take, because they still have the timeout.
Lots of confusion. We'll just call it from here. Under 1:40, 1st and 10. Alejado hands off Barfield. Finds an opening. There's a flag on the field. Barfield gets knocked down at the 47. That's good enough for a first down. What's the flag all about?
Holding, number 58, offense. 2-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Zen Sotelo called for the holding. It'll be another first down, but they'll back Hawaii up a bit. That is, I got to say, The captain, Zen Sotelo, has played pretty darn good football this season. And when you don't call an offensive lineman's name, that means they're doing something right. This is one of the first times we've ever said his name. So the captain has done a good job of leading the squad, but it will back Hawaii up, making it 1st and 20 from the 26. 1:32 left to play in the first half. Hawaii leading it 24-6 and have dominated the first half thus far. Trips right, single receiver left. Sims now moving to the right of Alejado. Alejado, handoff. Sims goes left side, tries to find an opening. He's going to continue to keep his legs churning, but that is a very short gain on a very long first down. So the Aztecs calling a timeout. 1:26 on the clock mark. I'm not certain the first down and long you want to run it, but I'm not certain that Hawaii's in a desperate situation to move the field into scoring position, which, by the way, for Kansei's long of 52, he needs to get to the 34.
I'm okay with this because you're going to have San Diego State burn all their timeouts. Hawaii's kind of pinned back at 2nd and 18. Obviously, you'd like to see them kind of extend the drive, so to say, but also be smart at the same time with this lead and having the opportunity to get the ball back to start the second half.
2nd and 18 on your own 28 is the call. Harris to the left with Ashlock, Komoku, and White to the right, so it's split receivers to either side. And it's Landon Sims to the right, Alejado, ball on the left hash. Alejado clapping his hands, he's got the ball, he's dropping back far down the right sideline. Harris, no, that's White. White had a step on his defender, and he couldn't get there. That was a nice throw, and it looked like Brandon White was being held just a little bit up the sideline.
And not only that, it always seems that Brandon White sometimes just has trouble tracking the football a little bit. And I think that ball is in a placement where if you're running that go ball, you kind of want to fade a little bit to the outside. And unfortunately, Micah Alejado slightly overthrows it and bringing up 3rd down.
7 for 9 on 3rd down. They're looking at 3rd and 18 on their own 28. Sims in motion. Alejado dropping back. He's got Sims, but it's going to be wide right. An incomplete pass, and that now will bring out Billy Gowers. So with 1:19 on the clock left in the first half, Hawaii will punt this one away. It'll be Napier and Mikey Welsh back to receive it, but Napier's the primary.
I like the aggressiveness, though, from Coach Timmy Chang, though, just kind of still trying to attack that first down mark.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Billy Gowers is going to punt this one away.
And a flag down, and they'll call this on Hawaii. Still waiting to find out what the call is. 2 flags down. Why they're talking it over, I don't know.
Well, the far side judge indicated an illegal procedure penalty against Hawaii.
Ball start, number 42, kicking team. 5-yard penalty, made 4th down.
Billy Gowers has the leg to make that up. Although, I have to say, we haven't seen him kick it in weather yet. We've had a long talk with him on the road about how he does what he does. It has to do with the wind, now the rain, the angle of the ball. I'm sure he's going to be trying to put this one out as far as he can. Here he goes. Not the best punt. It's going to be end over end. It's going to go to Welsh at the 33-yard line. 1:12 left to play in the first half. 1st and 10 for the Aztecs. So Gowers doesn't get all of it on that one, but it is a 44-yard punt. Hawaii's defense will come out onto the field. What are you looking for here, Mark?
A turnover.
Well, what I like the answer, but I'm saying with trips right, single receiver left, what do you see out of the Aztecs?
They're going to try to extend this and go downfield, work the sidelines here, get out of bounds. 2 timeouts at 1:12. Hawaii's going to have to be solid defensively.
Denegal drops back, looking left. He's got a receiver at the line to gain. Does he have the first down? I think he does. That'll move the chains.
No, he actually tried to reach to go out of bounds. By doing so,
you're right.
He reaches back and he doesn't get out of bounds.
So now they'll go trips to the short side of the field. Denegal, it's 2nd down and 2. Denegal drops back. Now he's got a wide open receiver on the sideline for the first down, and it's caught by Napier.
Hawaii doesn't want to get caught here. Playing everything in front.
Devin King drove Napier out of bounds, but it is 1st and 10 on the 49 of the Aztecs. 2 receivers either side. Denegal dropping back. Denegal now rolling right. Denegal under pressure, and he's going to throw this one. Almost out of bounds, but almost picked off by Jalen Smith, who had his hands on it before running out of bounds and dropping it.
Oh, man, Jalen Smith almost comes up with the interception, as I couldn't understand why Denegal was just trying to throw that away. Good pressure also by Dejon Benton and Lester Longa-Fuaina as well.
So it's 2nd down and 10 on the Aztecs 49. H-back receiver left, 2 receivers right. Handoff, Sutton up the middle. Sutton's got room to run. Sutton is in the defensive backfield, and he's down at the 31-yard line. That is a big pickup by Lucky Sutton.
And then that puts San Diego State in potential field goal range too.
So Denegal and Sutton still remain in it. It's 1st and 10. Denegal dropping back, looking downfield. He's got a wide open tight end, and through his hands, it was high, and it was very catchable, but they're going to throw a flag on Peter Manuma.
They're going to call this for targeting potentially?
I mean, he went in with his head. We'll see what the replay shows, but this does not look good for Peter Manuma, the captain. And they're saying that the tight end, Ryan Wolfer, is shooken up. He's walking off on his own power. The crowd does not like the penalty flag. 22 seconds left. I mean, he was going down, and it was an elbow to the back of the head of Wolfer.
I don't think that's targeting, though, because it's not the...
Personal foul, targeting, number 1, defense. 15 yards from the previous spot, automatic first down. That previous play is under further review.
So the penalty will withstand. They'll hold the penalty up, but now what's in question is whether or not the targeting will stand, and if it does, that means Peter Manuma is out.
Yeah, and this play under review brought to you by Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union. Life matters. I mean, the elbow does strike the helmet.
It does. Wolfer's going down. It didn't look intentional, but the fact that Peter Manuma, I don't know, he might get away with this because his elbow glances off the shoulder pads. He does hit him in the head, but it hits the shoulder pads first. And you got to take into consideration whether or not
launched, though, right,
Wolfer,
John?
he did launch. I mean, he's diving. I don't know that that's a launch. Launch would be from down to up into the head. He's just diving to make a hit. Now we're seeing it from the back. It's going to be close. I think either way, San Diego State will have 22 seconds left. Here we go.
After review, there is no foul for targeting. Second foul.
So no targeting.
And no penalty. So no unsportsmanlike call either. So that's going to still move the ball back to the 32-yard line.
Wow, so they pulled the penalty back too. That's interesting because usually they hold the penalty, but they take off the targeting. They just wipe the whole thing clean. And that means it's 2nd and 10 from the Hawaii 32, and Hawaii's got more life. Trips right, tight end left. 22 seconds left. Hawaii leading at 24-6. 22 seconds left here in the second quarter. Denegal and Sutton in the shotgun. Napier on the left side. Denegal dropping back. He's looking for Sutton. Denegal under trouble. He's rolling right now to the sideline. He's going to the end zone, and this is going to be incomplete and out of bounds with 13 seconds left in the first half. Hawaii's pressure was immense. Count it. You got Quinn Williams, you got Lester Longa-Fuaina, you got Dejon Benton, and that means Denegal does not want to get hit, and he's running for his life.
And I want to make sure that on this play, we want to keep San Diego State off the sideline. So if this play is going to happen, keep the tackle in bounds, force San Diego State to use a timeout here with 13 seconds remaining.
3rd and 10 from the Hawaii 32. Ball just inside the left hash, 2 receivers right and an H-back right. Denigal, quick pass, he's got his tight end and he drops it. It's knocked away by Elijah Palmer. It looked as though the tight end had it at first, and then Elijah Palmer comes in and punches it out. And that means it's an incomplete pass, 4th and 10 on the 32.
And Johnny, that tight end was wide open too, and give credit to Elijah Palmer coming downhill, punching that football out, and the tight end could not make the catch. And now this is going to be a difficult 50-yard field goal attempt for San Diego State.
Gabriel Placencia is one of the best kickers in the country, but his long this year is 46 yards. It's raining, and he's just inside the left hash. 7 seconds left in the first half. Placencia's kick is up, and it's going to be well short. In fact, it's no good. Wide left. 2 seconds left. First of all, the snap was off. The hold was actually behind the holder, and so this was just struck from the very beginning. And it was even amazing that Placencia got off a kick, but it was no good.
Yeah, he even bobbled that, John. So Placencia was just all off on the timing, and he just had no opportunity. That was way wide left, and Hawaii has another stand defensively. And give credit to the Manoa Maniacs here, and this crowd was absolutely going nuts as Hawaii will look to take a 24-6 halftime lead and get the ball back here in the second half.
Placencia looking a little upset with his holder on the sideline. We're at zeros. First half is over. 24-6, Hawaii leading it. They're going to be off to the sideline. Josh and Arnold have your halftime updates. We'll be back with more right after this on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
One of the worst things about lung cancer is not knowing you have it. Typically, symptoms of this deadly disease don't show up until the cancer is at a point that may be harder to treat. That's why screening to detect lung cancer is so important. If you're 50 to 80 years old and you're a current smoker or quit in the past 15 years, talk to your doctor about screening. For more information, go to hawaiipacifichealth.org/cancer centers.
It's Rainbow Warrior football season, and thanks to Hele, you're getting a quarterback. Per gallon, that is. Save 25 cents per gallon on fuel every day when you download the Hele app. That's right. Save 25 cents per gallon every day with the Hele app. Plus, you can use your Hele Kama'aina reward points to fuel your tank. Or grab a Spam Musubi to fuel up before the tailgate. So next time you head out to support the Bows, fuel up and save at Hele. Download the app to redeem.
Hele on!
Fans, the clock is ticking. The 30% federal solar tax credit ends December 31st, 2025. That's your chance to save thousands, but only if you get in the game now. Here in Hawaii, solar is a winning play every time. Lower your electric bill, protect against rising rates, and score big on savings. But just like football, if you wait too long, you'll miss your shot at the end zone. Call 808-784-8891 or visit SolarTechIndustries.com. From sunrise to sunset, SolarTech Industries is your best bet.
Whether you're huddling up for an office lunch, celebrating a birthday, or kicking off a baby shower, the Old Spaghetti Factory is your winning play. From office lunches to special events, the Old Spaghetti Factory makes every event a winner. Let us take care of the food so you can focus on your special occasion. Go to OSF.com to book your event today. Family owned and operated and serving Hawaii since 1978. The Old Spaghetti Factory, where every gathering is a home field advantage.
Ted, I understand you have a brand new showroom 50 feet from your original location in the Waimalu Plaza?
We doubled our showroom size, and it looks spectacular. We now inventory more wedding rings, wedding bands, fashion jewelry, and loose diamonds. By being centrally located, we are now 25 minutes away from Kaneohe, Kailua, Mililani, Ewa Beach, Kapolei, and in town.
Pacific Diamond Wedding Rings, Hawaii's diamond experts and Hawaii's only gem cutter. On the web at pacificdiamond.us.
This holiday season, many families in our community will face challenges making ends meet, but you can bring some joy. Helping Hands Hawaii's Adopt a Family connects caring donors with local families who could use a little extra support. Behind every wish list is a story of resilience, and with your help, that story can include comfort and holiday cheer. Sign up by November 10th to adopt a family or donate online at helpinghandshawaii.org.
It's time for the Rainbow Warrior Football Halftime Report. Brought to you by ProBuilt, Hawaii Roofing and Rain Gutters.
Hawaii with a 24-6 advantage on San Diego State in a very wet and sloppy Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex. It is halftime with the coach, Arnold Martinez. I'm Josh Pacheco, and it has been the Jackson Harris show. Even though Hawaii did turn the ball over on the first drive, Alejado to Harris has been the story here in the first 30 minutes. Hawaii came back off that interception, and Alejado found Harris right away.
Landon Sims in the pistol behind Alejado, who's in the shotgun, now moves to his left. Alejado, quick drop, throws to the end zone. Jackson Harris, does he got it? They're going to wait, and they call it a touchdown. Jackson Harris in the left corner, he hauls it in. They're going to look at it. They're going to wait and see if this actually does, and they're saying yes. You can hear the crowd. A 9-yard TD strike to Jackson Harris.
That made it 7-3, and then after San Diego State had to punt it away, it was Alejado to Harris, part 2.
Trips right, single receiver left, Sims to the right of Alejado. Fakes the handoff, looks left. Jackson Harris, he's going to catch this one at the 2 and into the end zone for the touchdown. Call that number 2 for Jackson Harris, who puts Hawaii up 13-3.
And then after San Diego State got a field goal late in the first quarter, Hawaii would have a drive going into the second quarter, and Alejado to Harris on repeat.
Feli Ashlock moves from left to right, makes it trips right, single receiver left. It's Landon Sims to the right of Alejado, who drops straight back. Alejado down the left sideline. They've got coverage over the top. Jackson Harris at the 3 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. 35-yard touchdown strike to Jackson Harris, and hits his 3rd touchdown of the ball game.
Coach, as I bring you in, Harris, 8 targets, 6 catches, 116 yards. He has been the steadiest receiver here in the last month and a half for Alejado to work with.
You have a game, young man. The Harris hat trick, I got to tell you, on the note, 7-route TD, hitch and go TD, 9-route TD. He is smoking number 12. I'm telling you, at this point, San Diego State ought to bench the corner, number 12. I mean, after the 3rd one, you can see his teammates going over to console him like the kid is just devastated. And I love it because it's karma. He was the guy standing over there talking crap to Harris in the beginning.
Here's a note. First, and thank you to Tanner Hayworth for this. Jackson Harris, the first 100-yard-plus receiver that San Diego State has given up since 2023, and that was against Hawaii. Hawaii had 2 100-plus yard receivers against San Diego State and lost that game. But, I mean, that's the offensive number. The number that kind of gets buried to the side is the fact that Hawaii has only allowed 6 points from San Diego State, but it's not necessarily the points. It's 90 yards of total offense from San Diego State, especially against the run, just 21 from the Aztecs. How has Hawaii's defense stopped that?
21 yards. Can you imagine? This is a team that's averaging 185 yards a game. I love it's just defensive pressure up front. Coach Thurman has a great job. We talked about an 8-man front in the pregame show, moving the box around, not letting guys not leaving the defensive line as stationary targets. You see them kind of in that amoeba defense where they're standing up, moving guys around. I mean, I love it. They're not letting the offensive line just move targets and dominate the line of scrimmage there. So great job by Coach Thurman and his scheme right now.
Yeah, Lucky Sutton just 31 yards rushing on 7 carries. He came in running for 820 on the year. That has been one of the big stories. Yardage 390. Hawaii in a total offense, and maybe one of the bigger numbers, Hawaii on 3rd down. Well, both of these teams on 3rd down has been a complete opposite. Hawaii 7 of 10, San Diego State's 0 for 7.
0 for 7. You just said it, stopping the run, and then also in the pass. The back end has been doing a great job as well. You know, the pressure up front, the D-line pressure. Even when he wants to pass, he's running for his life, and he can't get it off, can't find an open target because the back end is solid in proximity in their coverage too. So just an overall defensive dominant performance in this first half. Showing up, they're doing what San Jose State did to Hawaii last week. This defense, you know what I'm saying? And so Hawaii is doing it to them, smoking their corners and dominating on D. It's fantastic.
Your score 24-6 here at the break. You're listening to the Rainbow Warrior Football Halftime Report, brought to you by Pro-Built Hawaii Roofing and Rain Gutters. Quality is our tradition. Service is our promise. Call 808-ROOF. That's 808-ROOF. Some more numbers, plus we'll go through the conference scoreboard on what we've kind of deemed Elimination Saturday in the Mountain West Conference. That one we returned 24-6. Hawaii ahead of San Diego State at the break. You are listening to Hawaii Football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Aloha from Waiakea. As a proud corporate sponsor of University of Hawaii Athletics, we're committed to keeping our athletes and fans hydrated with delicious volcanic water straight from the Big Island. Rooted in Hawaiian values, we believe in honoring the Aina, land, supporting our community, and living with aloha in everything we do. You can find us at most stores across the islands or learn more at waiakea.com. Live aloha, drink Waiakea.
Did you know emotional symptoms are common after a concussion? Anxiety, sadness, irritability? These feelings can make everyday life harder after a head injury. And if you've had emotional struggles before, recovery could take even longer. That's why it's so important to recognize and understand these symptoms are a normal part of healing. If you need help, contact a medical professional. Learn more at hawaiiconcussion.com. This message was brought to you by Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program, HCAM.
Thinking of selling your home? Taniguchi & Associates, one of Hawaii's top-selling real estate teams, is offering a free seller strategy guide packed with expert tips to help you sell faster and maximize your home's value, no strings attached. Led by second-generation realtor Eric Taniguchi, this local team is proud to support UH football and Hawaii families. Get your free guide today at TaniguchiAssociates.com. That's TaniguchiAssociates.com. Go Bows!
Hate your popcorn ceilings? Well, statewide GC and Construction offers a stretch fabric alternative to removing asbestos-infested ceilings that you will love. Don't be burdened with the danger, mess, and time-consuming process of scraping your ceiling. New Walls Fabric can cover it. New Walls Fabric is safe, cost-effective, and stylish. Most jobs are done in less than a week, and there is no move-out. Statewide GC and Construction is the exclusive dealer of New Walls of Hawaii. Go to statewide.hawaii.com or call 808-689-4115 for details.
For over 100 years, Aloha United Way has tackled Hawaii's biggest challenges, connecting local people to critical resources. Together with our partner agencies, Aloha United Way has helped families, supported our keiki, and empowered financial stability across Hawaii. We invite you to carry this spirit forward at auw.org/donate. Together, we can shape a brighter future for all of Hawaii. Brought to you by Aloha United Way, aired by the Hawaii Association of Broadcasters and this station.
The American Cancer Society is estimating over 9,000 new cancer diagnoses and almost 3,000 deaths in 2025. With your support, the American Cancer Society provided lodging for almost 1,000 patients and their caregivers at the Clarence T.C. Chang Hope Lodge on Oahu, over 5,800 rides to treatment, and funded life-saving research in 2024. To learn more about their patient support programs or how to lower your risk of cancer, visit cancer.org.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Be leading 24-6 on San Diego State here at the break. Let's check out scores from around the Mountain West, brought to you by Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union for life. Everything else in the conference final, UNLV trying to hang around for a chance to play for the conference championship. Rebels run roughshod on Colorado State 42-10. Anthony Calandra throws for 2 TDs. San Jose State likely out of contention now. They lose at home to Air Force 26-16. And Utah State kind of hanging in the picture. A 51-4 drubbing of Nevada. That a final earlier today. You know who's paying attention to this game on the scoreboard? Outside of the Mountain West, I could name some of these teams. Tulane, Memphis, James Madison. All of these teams that are kind of looking at the group of five auto berth into the college football playoff, all looking at this potential game, looking at San Diego State and saying, hey, we got a chance, especially Memphis after losing on Friday night to Tulane. This is a big potential opening for them. Let's talk about the offensive line. That first drive was a little tough for Hawaii's offensive line. I mean, you did see the interception that Mike Alihado threw. But since that point, How has the offensive line held up?
Yeah, they do. They, blew a couple pass protection schemes there and plays, but other than that, I thought they settled down well. And you can see they're moving off. They're exploding off the line of scrimmage. They're moving that line of scrimmage. The run game. Look at 72 yards generated in the first half. That's way above their average. Yeah. They're probably at about 100 a game total. Cam with 62 yards himself. But again, credit the offensive line. I love what they're doing and moving. And then really a lot of it is the play calling too, and the play sequencing. Okay, the creativity. I love what Coach Timmy's doing, using the draws, right? And then making the defense, getting the ball out quick, making the defense run sideline to sideline, get them tired out, using sprint out pass there. But I had written down too in my notes, when you play a very aggressive defense, you need defensive slow down plays. Yep. And what are those plays? You need screen, draw. Very timely. Coach Timmy's using the draw play. Great job. I wrote down reverse. Bang. They hit him for a big reverse. Got Cam on that big first down play there. And then I wrote down shovel. Boom. We got a shovel today.
Yes,
I love it. Hey, continue to use these their over-aggression against them with those defensive slowdown plays and show that creativity. Good play sequencing by Coach Timmy this first half.
Cam Barfield, Hawaii's leading rusher, 8 carries for 61 yards. He also does have an 8-yard reception. All right, in about 45 seconds here, give me a point of emphasis on the offensive side, point of emphasis on the defensive side.
Yeah, on offense, again, I would say just continue with that. Now, they're going to come with some mix-up, some change-ups here, but Coach Timmy's got to be ready. I like the rhythm that he's in and what they're doing offensively there. And then defensively, look for them to try and loosen up the front by taking some deep shots, okay? It's a numbers game. If Coach Thurman's going to load the box, drop a nickel, drop another linebacker in there, and play 8-man front, they got to take shots downfield. That's the only way they can do it. Right now, if you continue just trying to run into it with no success, look out. Look for some play action. Because if you're stacking the box, play action can get you on the backside. So just be aware of that. But I like what Coach Thurman's doing as well.
All right, while we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Hawaii Football on the Rainbow Warrior Network, driven by BMW of Honolulu.
ESPN Honolulu is Hawaii's sports leader. KKEA Honolulu, 1420 AM and 92.7 FM. Part of the IO family of companies.
Hawaii 24, San Diego State 6. That's the halftime score. John and Mark will take you the rest of the way when we return. You've been listening to the Halftime Show, brought to you by Pro-Built Roofing and Rain Gutters, and this is Hawaii Football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
At Dow Electric Supply, we're your local-based company with your needs in mind. We see the light in Hawaii, and rest assured, we are with you all the way. Our sales counter and will call are here to serve Hawaii's electricians, developers, utility companies, businesses, and homeowners. The Dial Lighting Gallery showroom is open by appointment only. Go online to www.dialelectricsupply.com. Open weekdays from 7 to 3. At Dial Electric Supply, we see the light.
Since 1940, the Hawaii Ironworkers Union Local 625 has been servicing and supporting our local sports community. As members, they would like to wish all the student athletes a successful and memorable sports season. Hawaii Ironworkers Union Local 625, where steel is real.
When you feel like Vegas, there's just one place to stay. Find it at the Cow. Grab a drink at the Holo Holo Bar. There's just one place to play. Find it at the Cow. We got a fresh, hot look, a new sports book. We got those local meals, just like Auntie cooks. Aloha spoken here. Bet you find it at the Cow.
Get back to Vegas with Vacations Hawaii. Airfare, hotel, meals, and transfers just $8.99.
Outrigger is a proud sponsor of University of Hawaii Athletics. For live Hawaiian music every night, Outrigger is the place to be. Stop by the home of Hawaiian music, Kani Kapila Grill, in the Outrigger Reef Waikiki Beach Resort, daily 6 to 9 p.m. Hear award-winning artists at Duke's in the Outrigger Waikiki Beach Resort, including Grammy-nominated performer Henry Kapono every Sunday afternoon. And for everything from jazz to ukulele jam sessions, head to Blue Note Hawaii. Come be here.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 808-582-6137 to find out how. But hurry, This deal won't last forever. Once more, 808-582-6137 or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
Catch the excitement of University of Hawaii Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on ESPN Honolulu and CBS 1500. Feel the energy, the pride, and the passion, both on air, online, and on the ESPN Honolulu app. We've got you covered, both home and away, as the Bows look to win their final Big West Championship. Our coverage is also brought to you in part by HGEA, TNT Tinting, Hardware Hawaii, Napa Auto Parts, and the Hawaii Ironworkers Union Local 625.
Coming up on Monday's show, the NFL plays on Sunday. We'll recap that. But University of Hawaii, volleyball, basketball, football, all coming up on Monday's show.
Weekday mornings 5 to 7 a.m. on ESPN Honolulu, Hawaii's sports leader. Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
John and Mark Veneri here at Clarence TC Ching Complex, where the rain has steadily come down. And at times, Mark, it's really, really rough. But it's all made better with a lead, 24-6. You heard from Josh and Arnold during the halftime. They broke it all down for you. But halftime adjustments from one of the best color analysts in the game. We want to just talk to you about that real quick. And they're brought to you by Lex Brody's Tire Company. Wear your UH apparel when you visit any Oahu Lex Brody's, and you'll get an additional 5% off your purchase. And here's that update.
And I think Coach Arnold and Josh really put the nail on the head about some of the adjustments here. But one of the things that really stands out to me, John, is putting the foot on the gas. There is no let up here in the second half. You're going to want to go full throttle. This defense has played phenomenal here in the first half, only allowing I think it was somewhere in a 50 yards of rushing. I mean. And it's just crazy to see Hawaii just dominating the line of scrimmage and just dominating everything about it. 21 rushing yards. I mean, I just can't think of how we've been dominating San Diego State in the last decade. I mean, like this here in the first half. So Hawaii defensively, continue to do what you do. Play with that intensity. Offensively, for this drive coming out, get on the scoreboard. Offensive line still needs to protect at a high level and keep feeding Mr. Jackson Harris as well.
6 catches, 116 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Mr. Harris. And that makes it even more of a talking point because San Diego State hasn't allowed a 100-yard receiver since 2023. That's 25 straight games that no receiver has had a more than 100 yards. He's done it already in the first half.
And, Jackson Harris continues to be the go-to guy. He continues to be the guy who's thriving here in this offense. 3 touchdowns already here. But Hawaii needs to put on the gas and continue this dominating fashion.
Second half kickoff brought to you by Honolulu Burger Company, locally owned and operated by UH alum, making fresh burgers cooked to order. This is going to be a dribbler, and it's to, let's see, Cam Barfield gets to the outside. Barfield's going! 50, 40, 30, 20, taking it to the house. Cam Barfield all the way for the touchdown. Oh my! You start the second half with a Cam Barfield touchdown. I'm going to give you the yards here in just a second because he caught it. Let's see, it was the dribbler that he took at the 13, and then he just got to the outside and went all the way, as Mark likes to put it, to the holler.
Yeah, and Cam Barfield fields this perfectly, and then the blocking up front is absolutely fantastic. And what an exclamation part. I mean, really, what an exclamation is that touchdown, brought to you by BMW of Honolulu, the ultimate driving machine.
Kansei Matsuzawa with the extra point. It's up, and it's good, and the offense doesn't even need to take the field to take a 31-6 lead.
And that extra point brought to you by Dielectric Supply. They see the light, donating $100 to UH Athletics. And, I mean, the blocking, Sitani, it just did a great job of blocking, and then the rest of it was just Hawaiians Cam Barfield taking it 87 yards to the hale, as we say. But, I mean, John, what a way to start the second half. My goodness. That just is an early dagger here in the second half. To allow that to start the second half, Cam Barfield, you do your thing, young man.
Kansei Matsuzawa back on to kick off.
I mean, I got to say sorry to Capena here. I flew his hat as I was getting my arm here. I just gave him the right arm.
At least you didn't hit him in the chin.
I'm so sorry, bro. I mean, I just didn't see it coming, you know?
Coach Sheffield is just elated on the sideline. Kansei Matsuzawa on to kick off. And in this very, very heavy downfall, he's going to get it to the 3. Hawaii's coverage team not there. Kansei Matsuzawa, the only one to stop Napier, and he finally drives him out of bounds. It was almost a tit for tat as the Aztecs come off with a good return themselves.
I thought there might have been a block in the back at about the 20-yard line, and you saw the San Diego State guy try to let up there. There was a slight push, but Kansei Matsuzawa ushers him out of bounds. But San Diego State now at the UH 49-yard line.
Kansei Matsuzawa with the stop, but let's go back to Cam Barfield's 87-yard return. First return since 2020, and only the 18th in UH football history. On comes the defense. Here's Denegal and Sutton, 2 receivers either side. Handoff, Sutton up the middle. Sidesteps one guy, and finally taking his legs out is Peter Manuma, but not before about a 6-yard gain. It was, by the way, 1st and 10 on the 41. We'll see where they put it. Just check that. 1st and 10 on the 48, and now it's on the 41-yard line. So they're saying a 7-yard gain. It'll be a handoff. Sutton, he goes left side. This time met at the line of scrimmage, and I believe it'll be a loss of 1.
I mean, Hawaii's defense, again, Jalen Smith was the man who made the tackle. I got to give a shout out. Jalen Smith has been playing phenomenal football at the linebacker position. Just screaming downhill from the backside, finds a little crease in the hole, and then just, I mean, he just says, I'm going to drive you to the turf, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 4 on the 42, and they're going to whistle this one dead. It'll be an official timeout. 31-6 is your score.
Well, the electronic down marker is not working currently. Was there a timeout? I didn't see a timeout.
I believe it's an official timeout to try to get the technical things fixed. You would imagine there's a lot of technical difficulties as this rain has been non-stop.
And then they switched it out. The electronic is now gone. They're going to bring out a normal down, the old school down marker. This is not a timeout. Everybody got to get back on the field.
Yeah, they got it fixed. And what that down marker says is that it's 3rd and 4 on the 42 after a loss of 1 yard on the play. So Denegal will come back out with Sutton. He's got trips receivers right, single receiver left. Now Sutton in motion. He'll go all far to the left sideline. Denegal alone in the backfield. He got the snap. Now he's going to throw it to Napier. Napier to the 30 and brought down. He'll have a 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 29. So it'll be a nice pickup for the Aztecs and a 1st down for San Diego State.
Yeah, Jalen Smith, he got caught looking at the quarterback there as the receiver ran that quick curl, and Jalen Smith just had a quick peek, and that allowed Denegal to make the pitch and catch to Napier.
1st and 10 on the 29 of Hawaii after the 13-yard pickup, left hash. H-back receiver right, 2 receivers left, and it'll be a fake handoff, and it's actually Denegal going around the left end, and he's very close to a 1st down, driven out at the 20. They'll say the 21, so he's about 1.5 yards shy of the line to gain.
Yeah, Lester Longo-Fuaina just missed him in the backfield as they go fly motion sweep. They fake the handoff, and it is designed for the quarterback, but Lester Longo-Fuaina just can't wrap him up in the backfield.
2nd and 1, they're saying it's the 20, but it's just shy of the 20, so not quite in the red zone. 12:36 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Hawaii leading at 31-6. It's a handoff to Denegal. Denegal now looking to the sideline and throws this one, and it's picked off. It's picked off. Going down to the right sideline is Kilinahe Mendiola Jensen. Hawaii has it at the 22-yard line. It was actually thrown poorly by Denegal. It came off his hand, slipped, and then in the end zone, Kilinahe Mendiola Jensen caught it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jackie Johnson, John, coming off that left side, he just destroyed Denegal as he was trying to throw this one away. If you look at it, I think he got a paw on it as he threw. No, he didn't, but because of that, it just looked like the ball came out like a duck. They called that a quacker, and that is quack, quack, quack into the hands of Kilinahe Mendiola Jensen.
His second pick of the season, but I got to say, Jackie Johnson's very lucky to not be called on that because it was a late hit. Not by much, but they didn't call it. So Hawaii gets away with one. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 22. A 23-yard return by number 8. Now Alejado trips left. Handoff Sims. Sims sidesteps a defender. He's got the first down. He's out to the 40. Just trucks a defender at the 39 and get past it to the 43. Absolutely destroying the white jersey.
I think that was McEwen. Yeah, it was McEwen. Landon Sims just absolutely destroyed him.
Two receivers either side now. 1st and 10 from the 41. Alejado looking downfield. He'll dump it off to Sims, who catches it and immediately gets hit. But back to the truck. My goodness, he looked a lot like his dad, Travis, on that one.
And what's crazy about it is that Landon Sims didn't even stop. So he runs over the guy and he just continues running as McEwen just went flying.
That was a 19-yard gain. It was a 2-yard catch by Sims here. And now trips left, 2nd down and 8 on the 43. It'll be a handoff Barfield. No! Alejado takes it. He slides down. They're not going to give him the first. They'll say he's short, just inside the 50. But a very good run by Alejado, who makes it a little more manageable.
In those instances when you have a little space like that, and even though my son is in the broadcast booth, you want to dive for it on that one to get that first down. But he decides to slide and he doesn't get it. But it's a manageable 3rd and 2.
Trips right, single receiver left, Barfield and Alejado in the shotgun. It's Barfield to his left. Just inside the left hash, Alejado dropping back, looking down the left sideline. He's got a receiver and it's caught. No, incomplete. Intended for Jackson Harris. Very well covered defensively, but Harris can't pull that one in.
I think Timmy's going to keep the offense on the field.
I think he might. No, he's not. He's going to say, let's bring in Gowers to punt it away on 4th and 2.
I thought for a moment he thought about it. He's like, well, our defense has been playing so well. Let's punt this one away.
So it's Brown and Welsh set to receive Gowers' punt. And he kicks this one short. It's a good punt. It allows Welsh to come up and fair catch it at the 12. Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 10:37 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Hawaii leading at 31-6 and have given the ball back to the Aztecs, who will have it when we return on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Fans, the clock is ticking. The 30% federal solar tax credit ends December 31st, 2025. That's your chance to save thousands, but only if you get in the game now. Here in Hawaii, solar is a winning play every time. Lower your electric bill, protect against rising rates, and score big on savings. But just like football, if you wait too long, you'll miss your shot at the end zone. Call 808-784-8891 or visit solartechindustries.com. From sunrise to sunset, SolarTech Industries is your best bet.
Battery bill. Battery bill. For cameras, computers, cars, or scooters. For trucks, boats, jet skis, remotes. Battery bill. Battery bill. Wheelchairs, special orders, motorcycles, camcorders, rechargers, converters, power inverters. For work, for home, power tools, cell phones. Battery bill. Battery bill.
It's Rainbow Warrior football season, and Helia's game plan is to save you money. Save 25 cents per gallon on fuel every day when you download the Helia app. That's right. That's 25 cents per gallon you can save on fuel every single day with the Helia app. Plus, use your Helia Kama'aina rewards points towards a refuel or a Spam Musabi. That's savings on top of savings. So fuel up at Helia during the season, the postseason, or any season.
Helion. Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network, driven by BMW of Honolulu.
Dakota broadcast crew of John and Mark Benary here for your Rainbow Warriors game at TCJ Complex. Hawaii leading at 31-6 with 10:37 left to play in the third quarter. And Hawaii is up still on the conference-leading San Diego State Aztecs, who now have the football. Hawaii had to punt it away on its first series offensively, but let's not forget an 87-yard return to the house to start the second half by Cam Barfield. That's where it stands right now. Denegal and Sutton in the shotgun. Two receivers split out far to the left, single receiver out to the right. Tight end also to the right. Now the tight end will move into the H-back position to the left. It'll be a handoff Sutton. Sutton goes up the middle, bounces it out to the right side, hit a couple of times, not going much after first being hit, but he's got the gain of about 6 initially. So Hawaii will line back up. They haven't marked it yet. So it's second down and 3, gain of 7 on first down. Two receivers, same setup. To the left, Sutton, handoff again. He goes right side. Hawaii's going to have to stop Lucky Sutton if they're to continue to be successful here in the second half. He gets the first down.
Yeah, they go off that right side, but what they're doing is they're showing the pool and then going backside because Hawaii's overloading it. And Lucky Sutton's just kind of cutting back and trying to wiggle his way to pick up some extra yardage.
First down and 10 on the Aztecs 24. Man in motion. Back out to the right, so it's trips right. Denegal's going to throw it. He's dropping back. He's looking over the middle. He's got a guy, and it's caught in traffic and still going. Makes a man miss, and finally brought down at midfield by Jalen Smith. It was a big pickup by Donovan Brown.
Yeah, Nathan Acevedo makes the catch, number 13
exactly,
for
Acevedo.
San Diego State. But Elijah Palmer right there in coverage. That was actually good coverage. A better catch, but a San Diego State first down.
First and 10 on the 50. Handoff up the middle is Sutton. He gets tripped up, a gain of 1.
I see San Diego State's kind of found something here offensively where they're trying to show everybody that they're going strong side, and they're cutting back on the backside, which Hawaii doesn't have the numbers there. But give credit to Peter Manuma, who made the tackle for only a gain of 2.
They line up very similarly again. Hawaii's going to jump off sides. It'll be a free play for Denegal, who throws to the right sideline and out of bounds, but they'll pick up a couple on the penalty.
And we saw a bunch of those last week against San Jose State.
We sure did.
Defense offsides, number 52. 5 yards from previous spot. Replay second down.
Hawaii with a gang of penalties last week. This is their 5th. Check that 4th in this one. Second down and 3 on the 43 of Hawaii. Ball just inside the right hash, and you're right, Mark. The Aztecs are lining up very similarly on each play. Two receivers split out left. It'll be Cardwell Jr. in the backfield replacing Sutton. Donovan Brown split alone all the way out to the right. It'll be a fake handoff. Denegal throwing to that right side, and he's got his receiver Brown. He makes the catch and then continues on up the sideline for another big gain, and that's a first down, and they are inside the 30.
You know, Hawaii's doing a good job in coverage. Right? Devin King's right there. That's just a better catch by Donovan Brown. I mean, great play, great break on the ball, but another first down for San Diego State.
They actually mark it at the 31, so 12-yard gain, not a 14-yard gain. It's first and 10. Ball right hash. Napier in motion from left to right. Two receivers on the left. Denegal gets the snap, hands it off to Caldwell Jr. He makes a man miss. There's a penalty flag on the field, and it's a gain of 9, and that depends on what this flag is all about.
And again, they're attacking that backside, and it's kind of like
holding. Number 71, offense.
So it's the right guard called for holding, and it's going to back up the Aztecs. They're going to place this at the 42-yard line. They'll say the 41, so it's going to be 1st and 20. 7:47 left to play here in the third quarter. Hawaii leading at 31-6, and the Aztecs trying to narrow that gap by a bit. 1st and 20 on the 41. Ball in the right hash, man in motion from left to right. It'll be a handoff, fake handoff, and now it'll be a toss out to the right side. And Denegal is hit just as he throws it.
And Jalen Smith found that in a hurry. They went with a fake reverse and then go back to a backside screen. And Jalen Smith he just found it. And also Luther McCoy, but Jalen Smith was the man who kind of found it at the end. He snuffed that one out, and he was the man who was right there to potentially make the tackle on the running back.
So it's 2nd down and 20 on the 41. Trips left, single receiver right. It's Caldwell Jr. and Denegal in the shotgun. Caldwell Jr.'s to his left. Right hash. Fake the handoff. Nope, they'll actually hand it off to Caldwell Jr. on 2nd and really long, and he'll pick up about 5.
And there's no sense of urgency from San Diego State. You know, this is kind of their offense anyways. And the way that Denegal has been throwing the football here tonight, I mean, 8 of 20 with that 1 interception and a completion rate of 40%. You know, really, I'd like to see at least, I mean, I don't want to see, but a little sense of urgency from them.
A couple of players from Hawaii here. They're focusing in on Kalan Ellis, the left guard, 6'4", out of Waimanalo and St. Louis School. Had a nice block on that one, allowed 4 yards. 3rd and 16 from the 37. Denegal hands off again. This is Caldwell Jr., and he gets a couple, but he's wrapped up by not 1, not 2, but 4 Hawaii players.
And interesting too, John. Peter Bonabon, or he's okay on the sideline. I just wanted to make sure, but you have Justin Sinclair in the game.
4th and 14, and now the whistles go. The offense was ready to go ahead, and it looks like they'll call, let's see, is it a player down?
No, it's a player down.
Well, now that might actually, because the ball was set, Mark, the new rules are Luther McCoy might actually cause a timeout here for Hawaii. It may not matter. It looks like he's having cramps problems.
Okay. So, timeout on the field for injured defensive player.
So we'll see what they call here. Usually, if the ball is set, no matter what, if a player goes down, it'll be a timeout on the team of the player that went down. Luther McCoy looks like he's fine. He's going to run off to the sideline. No timeout has come off the clock. That is the college.
Well, he called it. Well, he called it. He said for an injured player, so he didn't even call the feigning or anything of that. They didn't charge the timeout.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's been some adjustments to the rule over the course of the last 11 weeks. It is, however, 4th and 15 on the 36 of Hawaii, and the Aztecs are going for it. Napier and Acevedo to the left, drying off their hands on the towel on their belt. It's 2 receivers either side. It's Caldwell Jr. in the backfield. Jaden Denegal, your quarterback in the shotgun, middle of the field. Hawaii looks like they're bringing 3. Denegal drops back. He's under pressure now, rolling right. Denegal looking under a lot of pressure. Hit as he throws it. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's a turnover on downs. Great defensive play by Hawaii, and they'll take a quick break on the field. That means we'll get a chance to take a breather here in the booth as well. 6:05 left to play in the third quarter. Hawaii with the football in the 31-6 lead when we come back on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Football fans, are you ready to gear up like a fanatic? At Football Fanatics, we've got everything you need to show your NFL and Warrior pride. Shirts, hats, collectibles, and the latest gear. If you're cheering in the stands or tailgating with friends, we've got you covered. Visit us today at Kamakana Ali'i, Pro Ridge, Maui Marketplace, and soon-to-be Miracle Mall Las Vegas location. Football Fanatics, where Warrior Nation and NFL fans shop. Shop online at fanhubhi.com today.
Can't make it to the game? No worries. Catch every UH home game at 850 Craft Beer and Whiskey Bar at Leeward Bowl in the Pearl City Shopping Center. Prize giveaways, Heineken buckets on special, and the best seats in the house, no matter where you sit. With plenty of TVs, plus our giant video wall. So grab your friends, wear your green, and cheer on the Bows at 850's, where every game feels like the front row. 850 Craft Beer and Whiskey Bar at Leeward Bowl. Go Bows!
Uh-oh, roof's leaking. Bree, we need cash fast.
Easy, sell your hot rod.
Nah.
Hit the jackpot?
Get serious.
Okay, time for a HELOC.
Get a super low HELOC rate at Hawaii State Federal Credit Union. Apply today. Visit hawaiistatefcu.com for details about membership. Hawaii State Federal Credit Union. Always right by you. Hawaii residents only. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Brought to you by Hele Gas. Hele On.
John and Mark Maneri here at Clarence DC Ching Complex, where Hawaii has the 31-6 lead with 6:05 left to play in the third quarter, and now they've got the ball back. Mark, after a 87-yard kick return to start the second half, Hawaii stalled a bit on offense, and they do have a chance now with the ball back.
Well, San Diego State, I mean, they've had that time of possession, but again, we talked about it. There's no real sense of urgency coming from them. And if they're going to milk this clock down to 6:05, which they have in the third quarter, all right, we got a 31-6 lead. Perfect. Why not?
Hawaii Football on the Rainbow Warrior Network is brought to you by Solar Tech. Our friends at Solar Tech want to remind you that the 30% federal solar tax credit expires December 31st. That's your chance to save thousands from sunrise to sunset. Solar Tech is your best bet. Alejado, 1st and 10 on the 36. Two receivers either side, drop straight back. Alejado looking left. He fires left, and he's got Jackson Harris catching it at the 50-yard line, and that is a first down, and Harris continues to amaze.
Man, Jackson Harris just sits in the zone coverage, and the strong hands comes back to the football. The curl route is that first down, fueled by Hele Gas, Hele On.
He catches that one again in traffic. Give him 130 yards now on 7 catches after the 15-yard reception. Makes it 1st and 10 from midfield. Hawaii will send trips right, single receiver left. Cam Barfield in the pistol behind Alejado on the left hash. Tauefa in motion from right to left. It'll fake the handoff, dump it off to Tauefa, who gets around that left side. It's a good little pass that picks up 6.
And I like that because conventionally when Hawaii brings that tight end in Tauefa and they run that motion, you can expect a counter going that way. And because San Diego State's expecting it, Tauefa's opening the flats and he picks up 6.
I really do like that. And our father, who's in the booth, used to play tight end semi-pro ball, and he just loves it when you call a tight end's number. Make it 2nd and 4 on the 44 of the Aztecs after the 6-yard reception. Getting harder to see here in the booth as the temperature is changing a bit. Trips right, single receiver left, Barfield to the right of Alejado. Handoff, Barfield goes left side, then jumps back right. He'll pick up 2, but he's in traffic and gains, I'd say maybe 2. It's going to be pushing it to get that.
And I think they're going to give him 2, as you said. Yeah, they'll give him 2. So first down again, down at the 40-yard line of San Diego State.
Yeah, so it's 3rd and 2 on the 42 now. Ball on the left hash. Hawaii's going to go double tight left. So tight end and H-back now move to the right. 2 receivers out far right. Sims in the backfield. Handoff, Sims goes left side. Does he have the first down? Ooh, I think they're going to give him a short spot. It looked like he might have crossed the 40, but he didn't. So they're going to give him a 1-yard gain, and he's just 1 yard shy.
Feed the offense here. You got to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you can't get, well, they're saying he didn't gain anything. They're saying it's still 4th and 2. Wow, he is right. I thought he stretched across the 40 or at least got a 1-yard gain. They're saying he didn't. So it's 4th and 2 on the 42-yard line of the Aztecs, who will now mass substitute guys up front. Hawaii quickly to the line of scrimmage. Alejado has to be held up because of the substitution. Now he's ready to go. Alejado under center. It'll be a pitch out to Barfield. Barfield, does he get it? I don't think he does.
No, he does it.
He's going to be, in fact, might be inches lost. So Hawaii will turn it over on downs. And again, the Aztecs defense stops them short. Timeout on the field, 3:13 left to play in the third quarter. It's 31-6, but the Aztecs have the ball when we come back on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Heineken, Dave's Ice Cream, and Coca-Cola bring you Countdown to Kickoff from Big City Diner, Pearl Ridge, November 21st. Join your Countdown to Kickoff crew as they get you ready for the Hawaii UNLV road game. Plus, Heineken and Heineken Light Bucket Specials. A bucket of 5 for $25. Also, prize giveaways to go along with those awesome grinds at Big City Diner. More football fun from Heineken and ESPN Honolulu.
Aloha, Bows fans. This is Tim Palms, General Manager of BMW of Honolulu. The best way to get to the game this fall is behind the wheel of a brand new BMW SUV. You can lease our best-selling X3 for only $599 a month, or experience the luxury and utility of the class-leading X5. We have promotions and savings on all in-stock and incoming BMWs. Let's cheer on the Bows this season from the driver's seat. I can't wait to see you at the game. BMW of Honolulu, the ultimate driving machine.
Do you live in a condo or townhouse and finding termite droppings in your kitchen and bathroom cabinets? Chances are termites were already in your cabinets when they were installed in your home. Localized treatment hasn't worked, and tent fumigation is out of the question. John Baracchio with Able Pest Management may have the solution for you.
We have a new, effective, high-powered heat treatment that will kill your termite colony, which could be your alternative to tent fumigation.
They're at 953-2253 or ablepesthawaii.com.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network. Brought to you by Enjoy Snacks. It's time to enjoy life.
John and Mark Veneri here at Clarence TC Ching Complex. And right now, Ferguson and
Short Eye Plumbing, thank you guys. Ferguson and Short Eye Plumbing, thank you guys in the row in front of us. Big shout out to all of y'all for helping us out because we can't see anything and they wiped the windows down for us. Thank you guys.
Yeah, it is much easier to see thanks to the row that's right in front of our booth. They did a great job doing that. Thank you so much. Hawaii Football on the Rainbow Warrior Network wants to say mahalo to Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union for sponsoring Hawaii Football on this network. Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union for life. 3:13 left to play in the third quarter, and the rain is now coming down at an angle, but we can see a little bit better. It's 1st and 10 on the 42 for the Aztecs. Denegal is going to drop back after the fake handoff. He's under pressure. He's going to roll left now. He's still looking left. He's going to throw this one far down the left sideline and out of bounds.
Can I just say this?
Go ahead.
There's about 3 spin moves that Lester Longafuaina put on that left tackle. He went spin right, he spin left, he spin right again, and then he gets to put pressure on Denegal, and Denegal is forced to throw it out of bounds.
Makes it 2nd down and 10 from the 42 of the Aztecs. 2 receivers and an H-back right, single receiver left. Hawaii's defense looking like they're coming. It's going to be a handoff to Sutton. Sutton finds a quick seam on the right, but immediately met after a 1-yard gain. He gets stuck by Peter Manuma.
That's mano-a-mano tackle. If Peter Manuma doesn't make that tackle on Lucky Sutton, Sutton's going to the house. So Peter Manuma just scrapes from his safety position and just blows him up for a gain of maybe 1.
I think last week after San Jose, he was met at the 1-yard line and then gave up a touchdown. I think that changed his attitude a little bit. He came in ferociously on that tackle there, 3rd and 8. Denegal lucking, dropping back, nicely caught by Mikey Welsh on the sideline. He'll pick up about maybe 5 or 6 to midfield. He's still going to be a couple yards short of the line to gain. Nice catch.
They're going to mark this at again, not a favorable spot for San Diego State. They're going to mark it at the 49. Wow. The first down to get at the 48 of Hawaii.
So here come the Aztecs on 4th and 3 on their own 49. 2 receivers either side. It's Sutton in the backfield to the right of Denegal. Will he hand it off? No, he's going to drop back for a pass. Quick pass. Out, and it's picked. Elijah Palmer to the 30, the 25, the 20, the 10, all the way to the Holly. Elijah Palmer with the pick 6 to the house. 55 yards and another Hawaii score.
I'll tell you what, John, Elijah Palmer was due for one all season long. Elijah Palmer sees the out route, he jumps it, and yes, he takes it to the Hule for the Rainbow Warrior touchdown. Is that touchdown brought to you by BMW of Honolulu, the ultimate driving machine, EP Do your thing, young fella.
Elijah Palmer, he was not going to be denied. Mikey Welsh had no idea where Palmer was and just stepped in front. Now Kansi Matsuzawa on to kick it. So in the second half, we've got an 87-yard kickoff return to the house, and we have a 55-yard pick six to the house, and Hawaii is up 38-6.
That extra point brought to you by Dielectric Supply. They see the light, donating $100 to UH Athletics. And John, I think we've seen this all season. Elijah Palmer has been so close to getting a pick six. He's been in the area, if not dropping interceptions, and Elijah Palmer finally gets his. He finally gets what he's been looking for, and he gets the pick six to the house. I mean, and then not to mention, Jaden Denegal, I mean, he was looking there the whole way, and Elijah Palmer just, I mean, he did a T-step, and he drove down to get that interception.
Couldn't happen to a better guy who represents this team to the fullest. The former Bishop Gorman player doing his job tonight and taking it to the house 55 yards. Mark, it doesn't get much better than this, except, well, they're saying it was a 53-yarder, not a 55-yarder, but 53 yards to the house. We'll take it. 38-6. Kickoff by Matsuzawa to the 2. They'll bring it out. Now out to the 15, the 20. And this one is not going to go down the sidelines. They're stopping this one at the 20-yard line. Great job by Hawaii's coverage team.
I love these guys.
And they continue to wipe our windows. I love it.
I absolutely love it. And I'm going to close this one. Look, he's working hard, efficient. Oh, man, fantastic. It's a team effort here in the booth. Thank you.
So Hawaii's defense comes back out onto the field. 2:01 left to play in the third quarter. Hawaii dominating the number one team in the conference, 38-6 right now, and it's Denegal and Sutton in the shotgun. It'll be a handoff. Sutton goes left side. He tried to find some room. Again, wrapped up. Oh, hit just ferociously by Jalen Smith and company.
Yeah, Jalen Smith, Tariq Jones. And it's almost like, John, I think Hawaii took this personal here tonight. 7.5-point underdogs.
Well, I still think San Jose State,
I think it's off their mind. You almost feel bad for San Diego State in the sense that they had to be on the other end of this because of the loss last week.
There'll be a handoff, Sutton up the middle. He'll gain a couple, and I don't feel bad.
I'm just saying.
I mean, 5 straight losses to this team.
Right.
I've had to suffer my own losses against this team during my playing days, and so Hawaii is just. Let's just keep it at this. Hawaii is playing good football right now, and they're doing it in every phase of the game. Offensively, they've stalled a little bit here in the second half, but it's the defense and special teams that have put up some numbers. You'll take that contribution any day of the year and twice on Sunday. So Denegal and Sutton, it's 3rd and 4 on the 27. Denegal's going to drop back. He's looking right. That's where his tripped receivers are. He's rolling right now. He's under pressure, and he's going to throw this one downfield and out of bounds. That brings up 4th and 4, and there's a penalty flag on the field, and it's around the area where you'll call holding.
That penalty's declined, so 4th down.
That's 2 penalties on that right guard so far in this football game. And that brings up 4th and 4, and the punt team is on. And so is Tamo Uliata, who will come to the 35-yard line. Let's see where he sets up.
John, San Diego State is 1 for 12 on 3rd downs here this evening. 1 for 12 on 3rd downs.
I'd think that Dennis Thurman also took this a little personally after last week's 630 yards given up to the Spartans. Another great punt by the Aztec punter who sends Uliata all the way back to the 20. Hunter Green has got his foot into this one. He's had a 62-yarder, a 55-yarder. Not sure what the yardage is on that one, but he put the boot into it. But it will be Hawaii's football, 1st and 10 from the 20.
Can you give us the score one more time? I forgot.
It's 38-6. Hawaii leading it with 32 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Did you just want to hear that?
Yeah, I did. I just wanted to hear it because it sounds so good.
So the referees were talking over something. Uliata actually fair caught it.
Was there a penalty? I didn't see a penalty. There was a holding call. I think that's where Tom Uliata fair caught it, though. It wasn't. It was. Yeah. Okay, got it.
So it's 1st and 10 on the 20 now after a 53-yard punt. So 62, 55, 53. This guy's got a boot. Hawaii comes out, H-back, 2 receivers right, single receiver left, Sims in the pistol. It'll be a handoff, Sims, delayed. He gets around the right end, tried to look for an opening, runs over 2 guys, and he gets the 5 yards, but he's making everybody think about it.
Jeez Louise. Landon Sims, guys are just bouncing off of him. And we're going to go to the 4th, John, with the lead here, 38-6.
They're getting a good shot of his dad, Travis, who's on the sideline, probably texting somebody. Time ticking away here in the third quarter. Fourth quarter action when we come back from this quick break. Hawaii leading at 38-6. We'll have that for you right after this on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Game day is better with a burger. Honolulu Burger Company is proud to fuel UH football fans with 100% local grass-fed beef, fresh island ingredients, and winning flavors. Whether you're tailgating or cheering from home, bite into the ultimate burger built by a proud UH alum. Support local, cheer loud, and taste victory with Honolulu Burger Company, where every burger is a touchdown. Visit us today at Beretania, across from Times Supermarket. Go to HonoluluBurgerCo.com. Go Bows!
Looking for a winning rate? Join the thousands of UH alumni, students, staff, and families that bank with Hawaii's best credit union, UH Federal Credit Union. For a limited time, score big with an incredible 3.75% APY on a 5-month certificate. Don't wait. Visit uhfcu.com or call 808-983-5500. That's 808-983-5500. APY is annual percentage yield, accurate as of September 18, 2025. $1,000 minimum balance with a 5-month special certificate. Dividends compounded and credited monthly. Fees could reduce the earnings on the account. A penalty may be imposed for withdrawals before maturity. Certain restrictions may apply. Rates subject to change. Federally insured by NCAA.
Since 1940, the Hawaii Ironworkers Union Local 625 has been servicing and supporting our local sports community. As members, they would like to wish all the student athletes a successful and memorable sports season. Hawaii Ironworkers Union Local 625, where steel is real.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. Coming up Monday, we'll break down all the biggest storylines coming out of Week 10 preview, what's at stake for the Eagles and Packers on Monday Night Football, and of course, take your phone calls. That's Monday on The Rich Eisen Show on ESPN Honolulu.
This holiday season, many families in our community will face challenges making ends meet, but you can bring some joy. Helping Hands Hawaii's Adopt a Family connects caring donors with local families who could use a little extra support. Behind every wish list is a story of resilience, and with your help, that story can include comfort and holiday cheer. Sign up by November 10th to adopt a family or donate online at helpinghandshawaii.org.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
38-6 to start the fourth quarter, and that's brought to you by Waialae Plumbing and Construction. They solve challenges.
Hawaii, John, has held San Diego State to 186 yards of offense. 125 through the air and only 61 on the ground.
The standings in the Mountain West look like this: San Diego State, Boise State, UNLV, Fresno State, and Hawaii.
Well, if Hawaii wins, that moves them up to third, or within a tie, at least, with UNLV in third. Boise State, or a tie for second, excuse me.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, second. No. Third. Third. Yeah, third.
You sure about that?
Yep. That's not updated, though.
15 minutes left to play here at Clarence T.C. Ching Complex. Hawaii up 38-6 and has the ball second down and 6 on its own 24-yard line. 2 receivers either side. Alejado right side. He tosses to Devin Toefa, and he makes the catch and driven out of bounds about 3 yards shy of the line to gain. Nice little pickup there.
I would love Hawaii to get one more score. I mean, how about like 3 more?
Why not?
Send San Diego State off to the Pac-12 conference and bid them a fond aloha.
Hawaii, I'm pretty sure now, will take its time with getting to the line of scrimmage as they are right here. 2 receivers either side, bunch of different players in. Delgadillo, you got Uliata in, Tauefa in, all 3 of those players to the left. Alejado going to run it himself, found some trouble. Alejado sliding down at the 35. He's got the first down. For a second there, it looked like he might have been running in an open pasture.
Yeah, well, I think wisely decides not to get injured, not to get hurt. Slides, he knew he was past the first down, and gets the first down and sliding to the turf.
6-yard gain for QB1, 1st and 10. Now on the Hawaii 35-yard line. They will take their time running their plays. They'll let the play clock get very close to 0 on just about every possession here. There'll be 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Handoff Barfield. Barfield finds a seam, got a nice pickup, about 5 on the play to the 38.
You know, and quietly, John, Cam Barfield and Landon Sims combining for way over 100 yards here tonight. They've done a nice job combining with Cam Barfield with that 6-yard pickup, puts him at 74 yards rushing. Landon Sims at 50 yards rushing. I mean, just really methodically been having a good night.
2nd and 5 now on the 38-yard line. Hawaii will bring all its starting receivers back in. Senecal motioning over to make it trips left. Alejado drops. Quick one out to Brandon White to the right side. He'll get to the 42, short of the line to gain. Check that. Yes, the 42. I think that's where they're spotting it. No, they're going to say he just got past the 40. So just a couple yard pickup. Makes it 3rd and 3. Important 3rd down here for Hawaii to extend its drive. Alejado coming out with 1 receiver to the right, 2 receivers left. Cam Barfield, fake the handoff. Tauefa on that right sideline. He may be short. Let's see if they move him up the field. Nah, he's going to, are they going to give it to him? They're going to spot this inches short of the line to gain. I thought it was a nice play call. It looked like Tauefa may have had it, but is just short before being driven out of bounds. So Hawaii looking over to its sideline, 19 on the play clock. 12 minutes left to play here in the ball game. Hawaii up 38-6.
I think Timmy Chang's going to call a timeout. Micah Alejado is asking him to stay on the field, but they're going to discuss this one.
Well, I think it might be just a, well, I don't know. You can bring in Marmar.
Are they getting the delay?
So Hawaii does take a timeout. We'll take one in here in the booth as well. And as Hawaii calls a timeout, it's brought to you by Waikea Hawaiian Volcanic Beverages, proud corporate partner of University of Hawaii Athletics. Live Aloha, drink Waikea. 11:48 left to play in the ball game. Hawaii up 38-6. They're talking about it. We will too. We'll be right back with more on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Battery Bill. Battery Bill. For cameras, computers, cars, or scooters. For trucks, boats, jet skis, remotes. Battery Bill. Battery Bill. Wheelchairs, special orders, motorcycles, camcorders, rechargers, converters, power inverters. For work, for home, power tools, cell phones. Battery Bill. Battery Bill.
One of the worst things about lung cancer is not knowing you have it. Typically, symptoms of this deadly disease don't show up until the cancer is at a point that may be harder to treat. That's why screening to detect lung cancer is so important. If you're 50 to 80 years old and you're a current smoker or quit in the past 15 years, talk to your doctor about screening. For more information, go to hawaiipacifichealth.org/cancer centers.
I'm Hal.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Kehao.
We got your lumber.
We've got your hardware.
Bring your lumber list.
Email us your list.
Bring me your blueprint.
We've got you covered.
Get a quote from us.
Itagyuti listahan nyo kanya.
Get a quote from us.
Get a quote from us.
We've got you covered.
We love our customers.
Go where the contractors go. Hardware Hawaii. Contractor's choice.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Brought to you by Hele Gas. Helion.
11:48 left to play here at the Clarence T.C. Ching Complex. Hawaii leading it over the conference leader, San Diego State. 38-6 is your score right now. It's 4th and 1. Ball is on the Hawaii 42-yard line. Do they come out and punt this one away? Yes. Billy Gowers is on the field. So they talked it over. It looked as though they might have kept the offense on the field. Hawaii called its first time out of the second half, and that's led to this punt. It'll be Napier. Actually, they can't decide which will be the primary return man. They just keep both guys back at the 8-yard line. So Billy Gowers set to punt this one off. Rain continues here at Clarence T.C. Ching Complex. Gowers has it, kicks it. It's going to be end over end. It's going to be a short kick and then goes out of bounds. Where they spot this, I have no idea. Clearly, he didn't get a good boot on it. Referee moving all. Wow. They're saying the 35. So it'll be a good spot for San Diego State.
He would have just been better off points for it. Yeah, Billy Gowers isn't happy with himself.
No,
either.
yeah. He's a perfectionist. Again, such a nice guy. Third oldest player in college football at 29 years old.
Are we going to have a new quarterback here?
First and 10 from the 35. Just a 23-yard punt by Gowers. Not good. It'll be Denegal handing it off to Sutton. Sutton weaving his way up the field. Sutton breaks tackles. He's close to midfield. Finally being brought down, but not before a first down and a big gain. First and 10 now on the 48. Aztecs side of the field, a 13-yard gain, 2 receivers either side. Denegal dropping back, throws it to the left sideline. It's caught by Acevedo. Short of the line to gain, but very close to the 45. We'll see where they spot this.
You're kind of seeing some mass substitutions too as well. The linebacker positions. Now San Diego State deciding to go a little bit tempo here.
2nd and 3 on the 45 of Hawaii. Handoff Sutton, trying to weave his way through it, but he's wrapped up and brought down. It'd be a very short gain, bringing up 3rd down. Not even going to attempt to call the names of some of the players. Justin Sinclair in there now. But a lot of substitutions on defense, as Mark brought up. 3rd down and 3 on the 45. No gain on the play. Sutton and Denegal. H-back and receiver right, 2 receivers left. Will it be a handoff? Oh, and Hawaii's in the backfield, but Sutton gets away. He's got the first down, keeps his legs going. He's inside the 40.
Man, DeJohn Benton just timed that perfectly. And he kind of tripped there. And if he didn't trip, I think he would have had an opportunity to just blow up that running back. And then what a swim move he put on. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he actually had the wrap on Sutton, but he ran through it. 1st and 10 on the 38. 2 receivers right. It'll be a fake handoff. Denegal's going to drop back. He's under pressure. Here comes DeJohn Benton, and Benton misses, so Denegal rolls left and fires to an open receiver, but it's short and incomplete. He was looking for Acevedo, who was wide open, but Denegal can't get it there.
Yeah, and good pressure again. DeJohn Benton up front. And they're just basically saying, well, Denegal, we know you can't throw the football downfield in this weather. And they're attacking him as he's scrambling outside the pocket.
2nd down and 10 on the 37. 2 receivers right, tight end right. Single receiver left. Hawaii player jumped. This will be a free ball. Deep down the right sideline, and it's broken up by Justin Sinclair. Almost picked off, but this will be a free ball. Hawaii jumped off sides.
Offsides, defense, number 57.
Jackie Johnson called for it. So it's going to remain second down. Second and 5 from the Hawaii 32. Ball on the left hash. 9:28 left to play in the ball game. Hawaii leading at 38-6. And more flags out.
I think that could have been a false start, though, on the left guard.
False start, number 76, offense. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
So for 3 straight downs, it'll be second down. Now it's second and 10.
That was Keelan Ellis, St. Louis high school graduate.
Then a transfer from Syracuse. The Hawaii boy found his way to San Diego State in the starting left guard. Jumps offside there, making it second and 10 from the 37. Denegal wrapped up, finally going down, but Denegal gets smashed as he tried to throw his legs out and slide, and he's not getting up too quick.
Yeah, Giovanni Iovino just put Iovino, that is. I mean, I'm surprised that Denegal is getting up on that, and that was a late slide, so he was trying to tackle him.
Well, we've seen that happen to Mike Alejado quite a bit. So
too.
3rd and 11 for the Aztecs. They are just 2 of 12 on 3rd down conversions. 3rd and 11 on the 38. Ball left hash. Check that. 3
fumble.
Receivers right, and there is a fumble, and Hawaii's got it. Now Jackie Johnson can't pick it up and run it, but he sure does want to.
And that's a turnover nonetheless. It just goes in and out of the hands of the San Diego State running back, and Jackie Johnson's right there. That's another turnover for the Rainbow Warriors. And someone's hurt for Hawaii too as well.
He's down. I'm going to try to get the number on this. Caldwell, just a bad handoff, fumbles it at the start. It looks like it might be Luther McCoy. And they're letting him take a breath. He's on his knee.
That is Luther McCoy, I believe. Yep.
So they'll let him get a nice little break with some water.
I think it's when you see them blinking the eye like that, it might be a contact issue because they're looking at his eye. But we shall see what it is. Hope they're okay.
They're actually letting him stay down a lot longer than I thought they might. He might also have been poked in the eye, Mark. Getting a look at Dennis Thurman on the sideline. He looks like he might be a little upset about something.
Yeah, I think you did. I think you're right on that, John. That he got poked in the eye.
Yeah, because it looks like they're wiping it like he might be bleeding or something. Rightfully so, they'll take the time it needs for an injured player. And while they're looking Luther McCoy over, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Hawaii Football on the Rainbow Warrior Network, driven by BMW of Honolulu.
ESPN Honolulu is Hawaii's sports leader. KKEA Honolulu, 1420 AM and 92.7 FM. Part of the IO family of companies.
With the trainers and doctors walking him off, he's on his own power, going off to the sideline. So Luther McCoy is okay.
We're going to see a new quarterback, too. I thought that was going to be coming here shortly, John, and Demarcus Davis is going to come into the game, and that will be the night for Micah Alejado.
38-6 is your score right now. 8:35 left to play in the ball game. Marmar and Christian Vaughn in the backfield. You'll also see a bunch of receivers to the right. That's 3 receivers to the right, single receiver left. Vaughn, handoff. Vaughn, he's got some shiftiness. He gets to the 45. Whew, he is so quick. When he moves that lateral movement, he goes really quick.
I love the way he runs the football. He's low center of gravity. He has just good power out of the backfield, and they give him 6 yards on the carry.
Makes it 2nd and 4. Got to watch out for Marmar, too. The UCLA transfer at quarterback is very shifty and very quick, and has occasionally run very long up the field. I think he's got a 37-yarder as his longest run so far. trips right, single receiver left. It's Vaughn and Marmar in the backfield. Davis sends the man in motion. And that was Tauefa, but the whistles are blown.
Delay game, number 6, offense.
Definitely don't want that, especially when you're getting your opportunity as a second-team quarterback. A lot of people might ask, what happened to Luke Weaver, guy who brought the team 2 wins? I can only tell you that there has been rumor that they want to redshirt him. He hasn't played 4 games. And so that apparently is playing out as Demarcus Davis
That's interesting.
is a young guy. But Luke Weaver, national champion college quarterback, has played a couple of games, got a couple of wins, but they're looking at possibly redshirting him. Handoff by Demarcus Davis up the middle. Christian Vaughn just runs over somebody, and he gets out to the 46-yard line.
And he just makes his opportunities count. If you ever have a chance to talk to him, he's really humble, really just a down-to-earth guy. And then when he's out there, he just makes every opportunity count, and a very hard runner, and he picks up a good 7 yards.
6:57 left to play in the ball game. Hawaii leading at 38-6 and has a bunch of backups now in the ball game. Triangle trips left, single receiver right. They'll send a man in motion. It'll be a handoff, Vaughn up the middle, but he's met at the line of scrimmage. They may lose a yard on this one on 3rd down, and it's going to look like it could be turning into 4th down pretty quick here. 4th and 4.
And this is expected too. I mean, Hawaii, getting in some backups, run the football out here. Hopefully, at some point, kind of getting the backups in as well on the offensive line. You have the bye week next week. But man, I'll tell you what, John, I think a lot of people did not expect Hawaii to dominate the way they did here tonight.
I certainly didn't. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know what to expect coming off of San Jose, but I knew that the coaches felt good about this one after having conversations with Coach Timmy Chang and you having a conversation with Dennis Thurman. This is a great punt all the way down to the 9-yard line by Billy Gowers. They had to let it go because it flew a little too far. Timeout on the field, 5:49 left to play in the ball game. Bo's leading it 38-6. Aztecs have it when we come back on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union is here for life, for college life. We are giving away 20 college scholarships at $2,000 each for any 2-year or 4-year accredited college. Applications for members and their dependents are open through November 17th at hificu.com/scholarship. Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union is here for your future, your money, your credit union. For life.
For details, visit hificu.com. Scholarship open to members and dependents with accounts in good standing for at least 3 months prior to applying.
Fans, the clock is ticking. The 30% federal solar tax credit ends December 31st, 2025. That's your chance to save thousands, but only if you get in the game now. Here in Hawaii, solar is a winning play every time. Lower your electric bill, protect against rising rates, and score big on savings. But just like football, if you wait too long, you'll miss your shot at the end zone. Call 808-784-8891 or visit solartechindustries.com. From sunrise to sunset, SolarTech Industries is your best bet.
Can't make it to the game? No worries. Catch every UH home game at 850 Craft Beer and Whiskey Bar at Leeward Bowl in the Pearl City Shopping Center. Prize giveaways, Heineken buckets on special, and the best seats in the house, no matter where you sit. With plenty of TVs, plus our giant video wall. So grab your friends, wear your green, and cheer on the Bows at 850's, where every game feels like the front row. 850 Craft Beer and Whiskey Bar at Leeward Bowl. Go Bows!
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network, driven by BMW of Honolulu.
5:49 left to play in the ball game. Hawaii leading at 38-6. And if you're just joining us, those of you that were watching the game that had your stream cut off, we're here all game every week, home and away. You can catch us on ESPN Honolulu. The Rainbow Warriors have dominated the #1 team in the conference and are about to hand the Aztecs its first loss in the Mountain West. 38-6 is your score. Aztecs with it 1st and 10 on their own 10. After a 45-yard punt by Billy Gowers, the Aztecs have it. They'll send a man in motion. That means H-back and 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Handoff up the middle. It'll be a quick but short game. Only about a yard for the Aztecs. Makes it 2nd down and 9, ball on the 11.
I want to see who made that tackle. I believe it was number 22 for Hawaii.
By the way, Bert Emanuel Jr. is your quarterback for the Aztecs. He's getting some playing time now here in relief of Jaden Denegal. Christian Washington is also in the game at running back. It'll be a fake handoff. Emanuel Jr. runs it himself. He'll pick up about 5 out past the 15. Hawaii Football on the Rainbow Warrior Network is presented by BMW of Honolulu, your ultimate driving machine.
I was just going to say, John, even our backups, man, they're even coming in here with full of life, full of juice. It's just been an unbelievable performance from this Hawaii football team.
3rd and 4 on the 16 for the Aztecs after a gain of 5. Emmanuel Jr. and Christian Washington in the backfield, 2 receivers and a tight end right. Check that, tight end's left, single receiver left. Emmanuel Jr. firing off to the left sideline, intended for Will Cianfrini, but that one goes through his hands, incomplete, bringing up 4th down.
That's just the story of tonight's game, John, just in and out. And Hawaii's defense played so well on 3rd down. Man, you got to be proud to be a fan here tonight, man. The way they've been playing has just been absolutely fantastic defensively.
And it was a packed house to start, sold-out crowd. They have since gone home, not willing to endure the rain all the way to the very end. And they're going to take a timeout.
Timeout.
Want to remind you, don't forget the fans' voice right after this broadcast with Gary Dickman. He'll take your text messages and your phone calls, and he'll be more than happy to be positive at the end of what has turned out to be an amazing ball game for this Rainbow Warrior team right here at TC Chain Complex. Yes, the Manoa Magic has definitely filtered its way through the rain and onto the field, and each one of these Hawaii players, as they have done a fantastic job.
And under the Timmy Chang era, best win so far. I know we'll talk about that more, but by far the best win under his era in conference.
Sam Benjamin, check that. Tashi Dorje is your punter. That timeout, by the way, with a break in action, brought to you by Waikeo Water. Waikeo Hawaiian Volcanic Beverages, naturally alkaline and always refreshing. 4:25 left to play. Hawaii up 38-6, and has the football. So we'll see a bunch of backups again in for Hawaii. Tamo Liata catches the punt in the rain. There have been a few fans. Again, want to thank the guys that were in front of us that wiped our windows. It was a huge difference we could actually see out of our booth. But it continues to rain here, and there's a good sprinkling or smattering of fans still here that have their trusty poncho on. 1st and 10 on the 30 for Hawaii. Demarcus Davis, your quarterback, he's in. He's going to hand it off up the middle. I believe that is David Cordero taking the handoff.
And a lot of the new offensive linemen into the game. Tui Muti.
I mean, this I got to say,
it's a full platoon of new guys.
When I was a freshman and we had the advantage in any given game, I couldn't wait to get in. This is like so perfect for these guys to get game time experience against a different colored jersey in a game, and it's just so valuable for these guys to be able to get that experience. We see Titan Lockett in. We see a bunch of different players in right now. Tight ends, Demarcus Davis, the UCLA transfer, in at quarterback, sends a man in motion. Handoff, Cordero breaks it out left side. Cordero still running, finally brought down at about the 30, let's see where they spot it, 33-yard line.
How's that block by Titan Lackinen on that outside backer? Just stonewalling him.
And Titan is not the biggest guy, so for him to go up against a linebacker.
But by the way, pound for pound, the strongest receiver on the football team.
I could see that. 3rd down and 8 for Hawaii. Gain of 2 on the play. Ball on the 32-yard line, left hash. Triangle trips left. Single receiver right. 3 minutes left to play here in the ball game. Handoff Cordero. No. Demarcus Davis around the right end. He's got speed, and he's upended at the 38-yard line. Man, he really does turn it on. If you give him some open field, he is gone.
Is Coach Timmy Chang thinking about going for this one? Or
Looks like he is. I mean, he's got his guys in to extend the drive. He's not worried about if they score or not.
I know what he's doing, John. He's just going to let this play clock run out and call the timeout.
Yeah.
And then
he's
pump
got
this one away.
left. Yep.
Yep. Signature win, John? Would you call signature?
I would say this is the biggest win for Timmy Chang in his tenure.
Yep, I'd absolutely agree with you.
It's against the outright conference leader who have just destroyed opponents. 3 shutout games. They have just done a fabulous job defensively and offensively here. So Hawaii calling a timeout, and with that break, we'll take another Waikea water break, brought to you by Waikea Hawaiian Volcanic Beverages. Naturally alkaline, always refreshing. Yeah, I mean, this is such a big win. What's disappointing here, though, and a little bittersweet, is the loss to Fresno State, who is just ahead of us in the conference standing. It was a close loss. And then the very close loss, despite being pounded for 630 yards by San Jose last week. The loss to them, knowing that we beat Air Force beats them, and it was such a close game last week, even though there were over 1,000 yards of offense put up by both teams. It makes those losses a little bit harder to swallow, knowing how many upsets there were over the course of the last 2 weeks, and Hawaii having a chance now to knock off the top dog, Billy Gowers.
Just killed that one.
He knocked the top off of that ball. It's going to bounce. It's going to go out of bounds at the 3. 2:03 left to play, and Billy Gowers just put the boot in it.
Oh, he destroyed that one, John. That was just an angry kick. Because, I mean, he hasn't been really good here tonight kicking the ball, but 59 yards. And Coach Timmy Chang makes his way to the special teams corner and says, all right, big guy, that's the guy I know.
38 points by Hawaii is the most points that San Diego State has let up all season long. It's the most they've given up.
How about a safety here and make it 40-6? Just 40-6 just sounds
Why
better.
don't you just rub it in? 1st and 10 from their own 3. Aztecs have it on the left hash. Manuel Jr. is going to hand this one off to Christian Washington, who gets around the left end, runs over a defender, and then out past the line to gain close to the 15. And we've reached the 2-minute timeout, brought to you by Fastletics, weight training, sports speed training, recovery session. Go to fastletics.com today. We'll take a break here. 38-6 your score. Hawaii leading it with 1:54 left to play in the ball game over the then conference leading San Diego State Aztecs. We'll be right back with more Rainbow Warrior action on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Heineken, Dave's Ice Cream, and Coca-Cola bring you Countdown to Kickoff from Big City Diner, Pearl Ridge, November 21st. Join your Countdown to Kickoff crew as they get you ready for the Hawaii UNLV road game. Plus, Heineken and Heineken Light Bucket Specials. A bucket of 5 for $25. Also, prize giveaways to go along with those awesome grinds at Big City Diner. More football fun from Heineken and ESPN Honolulu.
When pests blitz your home, don't get sacked. Call the champions at Aloha Termite and Pest Control. Our all-star team tackles termites, ants, roaches, centipedes, and more with a winning game plan. We protect your home from kickoff to the final whistle so you can focus on the big plays in life. Don't wait for pests to score. Call Aloha Termite and Pest Control at 808-622-2268 or go to alohatermite.com today and send pests straight to the bench.
Aloha, Bows fans. This is Tim Palms, General Manager of BMW of Honolulu. The best way to get to the game this fall is behind the wheel of a brand new BMW SUV. You can lease our best-selling X3 for only $599 a month, or experience the luxury and utility of the class-leading X5. We have promotions and savings on all in-stock and incoming BMWs. Let's cheer on the Bows this season from the driver's seat. I can't wait to see you at the game. BMW of Honolulu, the ultimate driving machine.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Brought to you by Statewide GC and Construction, exclusive installer of NovaWall and Clipso stretch fabrics. Go to statewidehawaii.com for more info.
1:54 left to play here at Clarence TC Ching Complex. Hawaii leading at 38-6 over the conference number 1 San Diego State Aztecs. Mark, with this win, Hawaii for sure's itself a winning season. This will be the 7th win of 2025. They've already secured a bowl, but with this win, they'll have a winning record for the first time under Timmy Chang. Fake handoff, it's Emmanuel Jr. He's running it, found an opening. He's to the, oh boy, he's got some speed. He might actually take this one to the house. No, he's going to be stopped. Quarterback gets past midfield and all the way down to the 45-yard line of Hawaii. That is a huge pickup, and somebody busted coverage.
Yeah, Zion Allen was the one who was tracking him down and makes the open field tackle, so give credit to him, but good run by Emmanuel Jr.
40-yard scamper by the quarterback makes it 1st and 10 on the 45 of Hawaii. Got a bunch of guys in here. It'll be 2 receivers either side. It'll be a handoff to Christian Washington, and he gets met at about the 41-yard line. Clock still ticking, 1:18 left to play, 38-6, Hawaii leading it. All kinds of implications in this one. Hawaii continues its season, and they've got 2 more games to play, and I'm sure Josh will break it down, or at least Gary will break it down for you here after in the fans' voice. But just a ton of implications with a win here over the conference leader. It would have been even better had Hawaii beaten San Jose State last week. Emmanuel Jr. dropping back. He is hit in the backfield. There's a flag down. Still trying to go, but he's going to lose 4 yards. Let's see what the flag is all about.
Well, I think the implications can be simply said as this: is that
Hawaii wins out. They've still got a
chance. They still have an outside chance of playing in the Mountain West Conference Championship game.
Boise State lost at home to Fresno State.
Number 12, defense. 10 yards added to the previous spot. Automatic first down.
It's Wyndon Ho'ohuli. The Kapolei native, transferring back from Nebraska. He's done a good job of getting into shape, playing the linebacker position. Was a guy on the defensive front. 1st and 10 now on the Hawaii 31. Bert Emmanuel Jr. We're at 42 seconds left, and there's a fumble on the field, and it'll be Hawaii football. It was a poorly handled snap. And Isaiah Carvalho.
They call him Big Red, Johnny, from Kamehameha and also Campbell. That just puts the exclamation mark on that. The 4th Hawaii turnover that they have gotten here this evening. The 4th turnover by San Diego State. Put a bow on this one.
I like that. Put a bow on this one. They won the turnover battle. That was a key, right? They also won on special teams. They had a pick 6, an 87-yard return for a touchdown on kickoff. Hawaii has won in every phase of the game, and with 39 seconds left, will put a bow on it. The largest margin of victory for Hawaii over San Diego State ever. 38-6 will be your final score as we are now down to 25 seconds. Want to say mahalo to Kip. We'll see you in 3 weeks. To Kapena, we'll see you in 3 weeks. Hawaii secures a winning season with its 7th victory of 2025 and the biggest win in the Timmy Chang coaching era. As the clock now hits zeros. We'll take a quick break here at the Clarence TC Ching Complex. Final score, Hawaii wins it 38-6 over the Aztecs. Back with more post-game action when we come back on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Lex Brody's Tire Company would like to say thank you very much for supporting UH. Wear your favorite UH gear into Lex Brody's and get an extra 5% off tires, brakes, and most other services on top of LexBrodys.com Super Saver coupons. You're the best fans, and Lex Brody's voted #1 in North America is the best choice for brake repairs and to purchase tires. Please visit LexBrodys.com for additional details and to set an online appointment.
Lex Brody's Tire Company.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's long-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit LexBrodys.com for the best tire value on Oahu. Thank you very much.
Lex Brody's Tire Company.
This place they call paradise, I call my home. Blessed to be born and raised local grown.
With hotels, condo resorts, and vacation rentals on 5 Hawaiian islands, Castle Resorts and Hotels is a Kama'aina favorite. When you need a place to stay to attend a tournament, family function, or a golf getaway, visit castleresorts.com for special Kama'aina rates.
H-A-W-A, 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 there ain't no other place like these islands.
Castle Resorts and Hotels. Born in Hawaii, built on hospitality, inspired by aloha.
Hate your popcorn ceilings? Well, Statewide GC and Construction offers a stretch fabric alternative to removing asbestos-infested ceilings that you will love. Don't be burdened with the danger, mess, and time-consuming process of scraping your ceiling. New Walls Fabric can cover it. New Walls Fabric is safe, cost-effective, and stylish. Most jobs are done in less than a week, and there is no move-out. Statewide GC and Construction is the exclusive dealer of New Walls of Hawaii. Go to statewide.hawaii.com or call 808-689-4115 for details.
Heineken, Dave's Ice Cream, and Coca-Cola bring you Countdown to Kickoff from Big City Diner, Pearl Ridge, November 21st. Join your Countdown to Kickoff crew as they get you ready for the Hawaii UNLV road game. Plus, Heineken and Heineken Light bucket specials. A bucket of 5 for $25. Also, prize giveaways to go along with those awesome grinds at Big City Diner. More football fun from Heineken and ESPN Honolulu.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Ashlock moves from left to right, makes it trips right. Simple receiver left. It's Landon Sims to the right of Alejado, who drops straight back. Alejado down the left sideline. They've got coverage over the top. Jackson Harris at the 3 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. Oh, man, that was just awesome. Actually, that was his 3rd touchdown catch in the first half. Jackson Harris had really set the tone for this Hawaii offense, and Hawaii seemed unstoppable at that point, Mark.
7 catches, 130 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Jackson Harris. Breaks the record of John Ursua back in 2018. 5 consecutive 100-yard receiving games for the standout receiver. And I've continued to say this. I think he's one of the best, if not the best receiver in the Mountain West Conference right now. I mean, you can't name someone better than him, and they had it rolling early in the first half. They had over 300 yards of offense in the first half. Just really a great game played by Hawaii offensively.
Go ahead and roll through some of the stats, Mark.
And you know, I'm gonna say this is what kind of stood out to me, and I really like this because Hawaii stuck to it. But Cam Barfield, 11 carries, 69 yards. Landon Sims, 10 carries, 50 yards. 119 yards by the both of them. It really was just 119 yards by the both of them. It really just, I think, kind of helped chug along things offensively. Yeah, Michael Alejado, he didn't eclipse the 300-yard passing game, but was efficient for the most part. 22 of 34, 256 yards and 3 touchdowns. And I'm going to put this on here because I know Josh will talk about it on his show. And I know Gary will talk about it, and I know a lot of fans will call in on this, John. shout out to the offensive line.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, after the 2 sacks that were given up, the adjustments by Derek Fa'avi, the adjustments by Timmy Chang, and slowing down the blitz package of San Diego State, and then opening up things with the run game, I really just one of the best games they played, I thought, as a unit with the adjustments made early. So shout out to the offensive line and, of course, the defense. I mean, whatever talk that Dennis Thurman had with them this week, can we bring that same energy for UNLV on the road? Because the defense played their best game.
Time now to give you tonight's Wow Lao Lao play of the game, brought to you by Young's Fish Market, home of the Wow Lao Lao. And it was the first big return this season, 86 yards by Cam Barfield. Here it is. This is going to be a dribbler, and it's to, let's see, Cam Barfield gets to the outside. Barfield's going 50, 40, 30, 20, taking it to the house. Cam Barfield all the way for the touchdown. It's been since 2020. Calvin Turner taking it to the house, and Cam Barfield was just on a whole nother, he was in another gear.
I think Bobby would have been very happy on that one because you mentioned Calvin Turner. I was actually there for the New Mexico Bowl game when Calvin Turner took it to the house, and I can still hear his call. And then for you to have that call, I mean, I got goosebumps because, just the moment, just the moment and how significant of this game. And then you have that, you just felt the presence in that moment. But yeah, Wow Lao Lao play of the game, Cam Barfield to the holiday.
There was just so many folks that contributed, and I want to go ahead and do another one now. Hawaii Defensive Pest, brought to you by Able Pest Management. It's under control, serving Honolulu and surrounding areas since 2000. Your guy EP. Either side, it's Sutton in the backfield to the right of Denegal. Will he hand it off? No, he's going to drop back for a pass. Quick pass, out, and it's picked. Elijah Palmer to the 30, the 25, the 20, the 10, all the way to the Holly. Elijah Palmer with the pick six to the house, 55 yards, and another Hawaii score. That was, again, just another great play. They called it 53, but it's the first time for a pick six since 2022 when Panay Pavihi did it against Duquesne.
And I'll tell you what, if there's a guy who I think we've saw it the whole season, EP has had numerous opportunities for those pick sixes and the numerous opportunities for those interceptions. And just in the moment, it was just so good to see EP get that interception and take it to the house. A great job by Elijah Palmer. And again, John, the defense here tonight showed out. Fantastic job tonight. Holding, and this is the thing that really stands out. I'm going to put a circle on this one, and I'm sure Gary will talk about it as well. San Diego State was 2 of 14 on third downs tonight. I mean, to hold a team to 2 of 14, the leading conference team, and then just really just dismantle them, and then also just destroy them. I mean, there really wasn't anything that San Diego State did that was a surprise to Hawaii defensively here tonight.
You also stop a rushing attack that came in with your leading guy, Lucky Sutton, with 820 yards and 8 touchdowns. He didn't see the end zone tonight, and it took 6 ball carriers to get 135 yards rushing. It was just a complete dismantling of the number one team in the conference, and now that you play what if. You play the what if.
Don't put it. Let's not play the
what if game. Had Hawaii beaten San Jose last week, this would be such a bigger win. But with the win, there's still a chance. There's an outside chance that Hawaii winning out against UNLV on the road and Wyoming here at home on the weekend of Thanksgiving, that there is a chance that Hawaii goes to the conference
and
championship
it all
game.
plays out because no matter what now, John, Boise State and San Diego State lock up next week.
Yep.
That means there is going to be another 2-loss team and only 1-loss team. So there is going to be, I guess, a traffic jam in that number 2 spot in the Mountain West Conference. So And again, there's so much that could happen, but if Hawaii wins out, that's going to be definitely the key here for them. But nonetheless, tonight was one step forward.
And Boise State has San Diego State in San Diego at Snapdragon Stadium. So Boise State losing to Fresno was big, but you're right. Out of those two teams, Hawaii doesn't play Boise State, and they've got the up and up against San Diego State now with tonight's win. And so that game next week, a lot of people were thinking was to look at the conference championship. That's not the case anymore, because you've also got to go, or you have to host Boise State, host San Jose State, and then you got to go to New Mexico.
And New Mexico's a good football team.
They're a decent football team. And so San Diego State has 3 games left, and one of those, if you lose one of them, you're not in it. And so Hawaii could very well, with a win at UNLV and a win here at home against Wyoming, could find itself playing in the conference championship game. Go ahead.
Well, as of right now, as it sits, it is Hawaii in the number 3 spot because of the wins. They are 4-2 in conference. New Mexico, Fresno State, UNLV, Utah State, all at 3-2. So for the time being, Hawaii is in that 3rd spot, but because of the overall record, San Diego State remains at the 1. Boise State is in that 2 spot. They're essentially tied at the top, but Hawaii sits right now in 3rd place heading into a game against UNLV in 2 weeks.
So it's a big one in 2 weeks. It's in Las Vegas, the 9th Island. I'm sure it'll be a packed house. It's a very busy weekend in Las Vegas. But that is your post game, and it's all brought to you by Statewide GC and Construction. Go to statewide.hawaii.com for info on Nova Wall and Calypso stretch fabrics. There's no need to talk about what Hawaii needs to do next week, as it is a bye week, but what they really need to do is make sure that everybody with a ding gets healed up, and then everybody that needs to watch film and see what went right tonight is what they build upon, and what went wrong, which wasn't a whole lot, they need to capitalize on and make better.
And I think about this, John. You know, that Pineapple Trophy hasn't come to us in quite some time. And there's 2 things that stand out to me. One, 2 years ago when we were at UNLV, Hawaii got embarrassed at Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah.
Then UNLV comes into town. They were one of the conference leaders last year. Hawaii loses 29-27, played great football. And I look at it as this, it's a game in which Hawaii is like, man, if there's a time to have that revenge or that factor in their mind that they go out there and play their best game, even topping this one, that would be the time to do it against UNLV.
Get your Chi-Hoos ready for Gary Dickman on the Fans Voice. That's coming up after a quick break, but I want to say mahalo to all those that made the broadcast happen, to Tanner Hayworth in the booth, back in the studio. Also to Josh and Arnold for pregame and halftime. Want to say mahalo to Keegan Ota, our engineer here in the booth. To Gary Dickman, of course, with the Fans Voice coming up. Also to Kip and Capenna, our spotters, who are they forgot we might have another game at the end of the season, but they'll at least be here for the Wyoming game. That's in a few weeks. I want to say a happy Military Appreciation Night, so shout out to our dad who decided to come in for a game here at TC Ching and cheer on Timmy Chang and the Bows. Seems to be a good luck charm. To all those that listened, I want to say a big mahalo to my brother Mark Veneri, one of the best in the business when it comes to calling a football game and being able to break it all down for all of you that are listening. And, of course, don't forget, you can listen to us every week, home and away. Next one is in 2 weeks at UNLV. That's a Friday night game, so make sure you tune in. But for everything throughout the week, make sure you tune into ESPN Honolulu, as all of the broadcast shows will be breaking it down. Want to say again, thank you to everybody that made this happen. Don't forget to follow us on our social media at ESPN Honolulu on all of the digital platforms. For everybody here in the booth, for my brother Mark Veneri, I'm John Veneri. 38-6, Hawaii wins it over San Diego State. We want to say aloha and good night.
One of the worst things about lung cancer is not knowing you have it. Typically, symptoms of this deadly disease don't show up until the cancer is at a point that may be harder to treat. That's why screening to detect lung cancer is so important. If you're 50 to 80 years old and you're a current smoker or quit in the past 15 years, talk to your doctor about screening. For more information, go to hawaiipacifichealth.org/cancer centers.
It's Rainbow Warrior football season, and Hele's game plan is to save you money. Save 25 cents per gallon on fuel every day when you download the Hele app. That's right. That's 25 cents per gallon you can save on fuel every single day with the Hele app. Plus, use your Hele Kama'aina rewards points towards a refuel or a Spam Musubi. That's savings on top of savings. So fuel up at Hele during the season, the postseason, or any season.
Hele on! How do you get 100% of your work done when you're 40% short-staffed? Across Hawaii, city and state departments grapple with thousands of vacant positions. And with fewer workers, that means longer lines at the DMV, delayed building permits, and slowdowns in essential services. The government could resolve this by offering more competitive wages and benefits. For you, we hope they do. A message brought to you by HGEA, because Hawaii works best when we do.
In Hawaii, how we move says everything about who we are, and that's why we move in a Ford. With the strength and power of F-150, we carry what matters most. We find our own path in the Bronco and Bronco Sport with available GOAT modes that go over any terrain. In the off-road ready Ranger, we never fail to hold our own. And with Maverick's standard hybrid engine, we take on anything from gridlock to mountaintops. That's the island way. Find your Ford truck or SUV today at your Hawaii Ford dealers.
Hate your popcorn ceilings? Well, Statewide GC and Construction offers a stretch fabric alternative to removing asbestos-infested ceilings that you will love. Don't be burdened with the danger, mess, and time-consuming process of scraping your ceiling. New Walls Fabric can cover it. New Walls Fabric is safe, cost-effective, and stylish. Most jobs are done in less than a week, and there is no move-out. Statewide GC and Construction is the exclusive dealer of New Walls of Hawaii. Go to statewide.hawaii.com or call 808-689-4115 for details.
Heineken, Dave's Ice Cream, and Coca-Cola bring you Countdown to Kickoff from Big City Diner, Pearl Ridge, November 21st. Join your Countdown to Kickoff crew as they get you ready for the Hawaii UNLV road game. Plus, Heineken and Heineken Light Bucket Specials, a bucket of 5 for $25. Also, prize giveaways to go along with those awesome grinds at Big City Diner. More football fun from Heineken and ESPN Honolulu.
Hawaii football on the Rainbow Warrior Network.
Receiver left, sends to the right of Alejado. Fakes the handoff, looks left. Jackson Harris, he's going to catch this one at the 2 and into the end zone for the touchdown. Call that number 2.